Oh, so crazy when you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so crazy when you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the world. I am your host, PK Blvd Bully, and I'm joined, as always, by my very special co-hosts for a very special program.
Especial.
First, we have Bad Take Bri, the rising star of the Bullies, the man with the purest of heart and more Jewish than all three of us combined.
Understand?
Bad Take Bri, the merch guy.
What's up, Gins? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. How art thou? How art thee? How art thou?
And next, we have our resident medical expert, somebody who has far surpassed me as a talented ring announcer, but is still far behind Larry.
Much far. Eons. Light years.
Light years, eons.
He's back there.
Ringside Sean in the building. Pooping 2 minutes ago. Right before
Is there a doctor in the building?
And the man who you've all come to see. The man who has known the Bullies since they came out of wrestling's vagina at the Elks Lodge floor. Just a newborn baby laying there. And Larry goes, look, it's the Blvd Bullies. Anyway, my dear friends, sorry to get graphic. Larry Legend.
What up, Larry?
Thank you, PK. Hello, Bad Take. Ringside Sean. It's about to go down.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
fucking go.
I'm really excited. Tonight is the best episode ever. We are giving away legacy items. We're not giving them away. We're auctioning them off. Legacy items.
Legacy.
It's a big night. I got a tripod.
You have a tripod. We all look great. And last week, Larry, you had the brilliant and very generous idea of auctioning off your one-of-a-kind jacket.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
And you gave a promo that sent chills down my spine, made the hairs on my arm stand up at attention.
Yeah?
And you called it, this is a legacy item.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
That just got me so excited. So I challenged Sean, Bri, and myself to provide our own legacy items. Who knew what was going to be what? I mean, that jacket is looking pretty.
It's the jacket.
It's the jacket. The jacket.
It's a nice jacket.
What about it?
That is nice. I watched that clip 1,000 times and it never gets old to me. So then I challenged us to do legacy items. There were rumors that Sean might auction off his dog. Brian was trying to find his baby shoes. So here's how it's going to work. Before I get into the introductions of the items and officially begin the legacy auction, by the way, no big deal. We got the most talked about deathmatch wrestler right now. Right now, as you are watching this, we have the most talked about deathmatch wrestler, Masada, joining us later on in the program.
The ultra-violent Ghost Rider.
Larry, what do you call him? The ultra-violent international deathmatch superstar?
Yeah, the ultra-violent. No, he's the international deathmatch superstar, the ultra-violent beast, Masada.
Yeah, he's going to be on.
That's the end of it. That's the end of it. Yep.
We're gonna do it. We're all gonna do it.
Blvd Bullies' first interview. He's great. I was messaging him, just poking around. I said, "Hey, I hope you're doing all right. You on fire, crazy bastard." and he was like, and I got a response, and I got because we haven't spoken in years. And
since he was a New Yorker, he was a native New Yorker for a while, eh?
Yep.
Queens?
And Long Island.
On the island.
The city of dreams.
The Long Island's island.
Former home of the birthday boy, Dr. Redacted.
Dr. Redacted.
Happy birthday. Another medical expert.
Happy birthday. Another doctor, right.
Another doctor.
A bull, if you will. May 1st bull. Dr. Redacted. Now in Vegas. I
Yes.
understand. Like lives out in Vegas. So good for him.
So let's actually get to what everybody's here to see. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Consider becoming a member. We actually did a sound check with Masada earlier on that was that devolved into just like a behind the scenes interview. So I actually recorded some of that as I was testing the software and the streaming software.
You did?
So yeah, I think Masada will be okay with me posting because we were just shooting the shit. You know, so maybe that'll be on the behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, you check with the boss, all right?
Oh, of course. Now you've scared me. Brian was showing that weapon as you were giving me that look, and now I'm.
That's what I'm saying.
Masada made this with his bare goddamn hands.
Let's just edit that out. That won't be. Let's not talk.
What, Brian?
Masada made this with his bare hands.
Brian, I think that you're probably getting us banned in certain countries by holding that up on YouTube.
He's just showing
it's art.
It's art.
It is.
That's what he makes his.
Masada made
to the wilderness and he
hands.
makes awesome cuts of steak with that knife.
With fire, he
tenderizes it with the knuckles.
With fire and his hands.
Yes, Brian.
And it's insane.
Thank you.
And sheer will.
And sheer will. He made this too. This is the sheath. This is the sheath that he fucking carved from leather.
Urka is right. He is a craftsman.
He is quite the craftsman.
All right, so now what you've all been waiting for, to hear the four of us talk about Carmella and Corey Graves' baby. Hey, congratulations.
Carmella and Corey Graves have a baby?
Yeah, that was just a joke because it's like a swerve. Like, obviously, we're going to talk about the legacy items.
But is that news?
Oh, yeah, it's breaking news, Larry. I got my finger on the pregnancy pulse.
She was actually unable to get pregnant a few times.
I remember she had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
I think the kid's
so
going to have
trying. They've just been trying.
I think the kid's going to have a weird name.
Fucking every day.
Its name's going to be like Apple or something.
Apple?
Yeah. What weird name? It's going to be called like Ring Steps.
Soda.
All right, enough about that. I was just joking. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. First of all four of us have legendary legacy auction items. Each one of us has selected a charity as well that we're going to be giving a portion. Probably, what did we say? Like 25? You want to say 25%, 50%?
I'm going 50.
Okay, I'll go 50 as well. Yeah, we'll all go 50, I guess. Yep. Well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, 50 is a bully number. You know, we bully bitches into things. So yeah, 50.
Yes, I am going to keep track of the auctions. You know, basically, forget about the super chat. If you want to get your question in for Masada or something else, you want to give a super chat just out of the goodness of your heart. We're not doing what we normally do. Forget about the super chat. Basically, if you want to auction, put a bid in on an item, just type it in the chat. And I'm going to be keeping track on my legacy legal pad.
You're going to be packing Pat.
Yes, exactly. And
you're
also.
You're going to be the packing Pat.
Fully packed Pat.
Fully packed Pat. Project Pat.
And obviously there's a chat replay, so it's going to be fair and square. And, you know, listen, it's just going to start when we announce the items, and it's going to go till the end of the show. And that's basically it. Also, everybody who makes a bid will be automatically put in a little hat randomizer.
It's a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble randomizer. And you're going to get a free new Blvd Bullies Vince McMahon Salvatore Dali T-shirt drawn by Jedi Jack
that's
Yeti.
Awesome.
Yeah,
dude, it's
free drawing for anybody who puts a bid in. And on top of that,
I like that.
Any purchase of anything on the Blvd Bullies store right now through the end of this evening, it's going to be $2 of it will go to charity. I mean, I don't make more than, $10 on it, so that's like a 20% as well for the rest of the
Pat,
day.
how magnanimous? How magnanimous?
Yeah, I mean, I need to get
give back.
Yeah,
and yeah.
I'm sorry to jump the gun here, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about my charity. It's burnvictims.org.
Nice.
Yeah, in honor of Masada being on the show this evening.
Dope.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Because that's really
clap that up.
Clap
that up.
It's an important issue.
Mine. I'm doing the blue card, which is a Holocaust survivors charity.
All right.
Yeah. Nice. Very good,
like
Brian. Very good.
That up too. Yeah.
Very good. Honoring your heritage.
Yeah. Good cause.
What about you, Sean?
I think I'm gonna do St. Jude's.
Oh, classic St.
For the
Jude's.
kids.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
Children's.
For the children.
Let's clap up St. Jude's. We're clapping up
That's
every
children.
charity that we're donating half the
Good
proceeds
shit,
of our auctioned item.
As Masada once said in an Instagram post that lives on in Bullies history, Jude it. Fuck it. So, St. Jude it. Fuck it. What about you, Larry? What are you going to donate half of the jacket money to?
Oh, well, we lost somebody in the community not too long ago, a friend of mine, Ref SPO. And I know that upon SPO passing away, there was originally some funds that were being collected for his family and his funeral expenses. And hopefully that hasn't closed out. And if it has closed out, I will find out through Randy West or Schwartzy or any number of the Midwest wrestlers how I can give half the proceeds from my jacket that I actually I wore one time right next to SPO all night in Chattanooga. I'm gonna make sure that half the proceeds go to his family, to his little daughter, or to whatever fund has been set up in his honor.
That's awesome, bro.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember too many people doing things like that, gestures like that to him in the midst of us losing him. You know, there were a lot of shows going on, but you know, I don't remember anyone like, you know, saying, "Hey, this is going to him. I'm doing this for him," you know, besides, you know, standing in the ring and saying some words, you know.
Blvd Bullies and Larry Legend bringing the positivity.
Yeah.
Word up.
These were good people.
I know that there was a show and they had commemorative shirts for them made. I saw those tweeted out. Even if the half the proceeds of my jacket being sold go just to, like, you know, the shirts, you know, like a number of the shirts, I'll even take the shirts with me on the road and put them out there, you know, on the table with my shirts. Let people know that if you get this, it's going to the memory of SPO. It's going to his family. Keep his legacy living, because no one ever really dies.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go, Larry. That's awesome. It was very moving.
For SPO, yeah.
You know what? I'm
Hell yeah.
sure that all four of us are very good people. You know,
We are.
I'm positive about it.
We are.
I'm
We
positive.
are who we are.
I'm positive that we're good people, you know? So let's start introducing the legacy items as I spilled my beer on the side.
No!
Hey! How's it going? How's it going? All right, I'll start if that's okay, and we'll finish off with Larry. Is that all right, Larry? Do you want to be the hot end or the hot opener?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we know mine. We know mine, so I might as well be the hot opener.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know?
go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this jacket.
Let's talk about the legacy Larry Legend white dinner blazer. This is the jacket. You will note the lapels are softened, rounded lapels. Okay, so this is classy. This is not the sharp Gomez Adams, but this is the more Hugh Hefner. And this is a jacket that I've worn to CZW's 19th anniversary show. You know, Pat, you were there. We captured a GIF ringside when we were talking at that show.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Yep, I've worn this jacket in Madison Square Garden for Glory Kickboxing in New York City. The Annex, the Hulu Theater, I think it's called now.
Yep.
I wore it there. I wore it in Chattanooga, like I said, right next to the man, RIP, rest in peace, SPO. I've worn it a lot of places. And lastly, I wore it for a milestone for me. A milestone for me. There are a lot of companies out there that have legacies. ROH, JPW, CZW, and I've done almost all of them. But one that I wanted to check off my list, and one that has a tournament and a mystique about it that is right up my alley, is XP and I finally got to do a King of the Deathmatch tournament. I've done Tournament of Death. I've done tournament or Nick Gage Invitational. I've done it all, but I had never done a King of the Deathmatch tournament. I got to do it, and this is the jacket. And there's even some Magoo. I think I mentioned this last week.
It doesn't look like it. It looks fantastically white.
Yeah.
It's a bloody jacket. It's a bloody
There
jacket.
it goes.
Yeah, it's a bloody jacket. And there's a couple blood spots on here that were, I don't know who. Could have been Arrow Boy. Could have been, the ring light. There we go. And some on the back as well. So Could have been Ludar.
Hell
Could
yeah.
have been internationally Big Joe. You know, so yeah, that's my
Awesome
legacy
piece,
item.
man.
What do you
Awesome
start?
piece.
What,
Yeah,
would you,
thank you.
what do you start the bidding at for that
I
jacket?
have an idea about what I would start the bidding at, but Larry, it's your jacket.
Oh well, considering that we're talking about SPO and the legacy of SPO, I wouldn't think that we get anything less than $100 as a starting bid.
All right.
$100. I'm saying, you know, for something that's been all over the world.
This is a man
That's a piece.
who knows
Yeah, we're
how to.
starting it. We're starting with three. We're starting with three.
We're starting with $300.
No. We're starting with three numbers. We're starting three numbers.
Three
for the
digits,
speech,
three
brother.
digits.
Three digits. This is a man who knows the value of things. This man won the Price is Right Showcase Showdown. He's a former boat owner. So if he
Yep.
says it starts at $100, then that's what it's going to be. And here's how the bidding is going to work, just to remind you. Everyone who bids, all you got to do is just put it in the chat, and I'm going to review it afterwards.
Number, and put the number that you want to bid
and
and
item.
Yes.
And item. Yes. That's all you
Yeah.
need to do. And that will enter you to win some free Blvd Bullies merchandise, and it'll go to a good cause. The bidding starts at $100. Let's all say it together.
$100.
$100.
All right.
I love that jacket. I love that jacket.
Oh, I do too. And now
All
I'm gonna hate parting with it.
I will. Well, no, Sean, you go next.
Well, I will be auctioning off a one of one badass Billy Gunn card, and it is autographed by the man himself. He had a show
Monty
recently.
Sop.
Yep, Mr. Kip Soppy. So Mr. Kip Sop signed this, and this bad boy is going to be auctioned off. That is a one of one. So we're gonna start that off. I think something like that would probably sell for like $40. So we can start at 20. We can
Wow.
start at 20 smackaroonies.
Yeah, for Hall of Famer signature.
Yeah, not bad,
An
right?
AEW star.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. Brian, what did you bring to the table for your legacy auction item?
This very fancy ICW Series 2 one of one metal card.
Oh, it's like
Signed.
legit metal, like the Michael
Signed.
Jordan cards from back in the day.
Right.
Oh, very nice.
And who is that card of? Who is that
It's-
card of?
Orin Veidt, the Deathmatch wizard,
That's dope.
who doesn't
Well,
show up.
not just Orin Vite. That's Texas. That's Texas Vite.
Texas
if I'm
Vite,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
Cowboy,
Yeah.
Like a-
Texas
cowboy
Vite.
Orin Veidt here.
Oh,
Cowboy
yeah.
Orin.
Yeah.
That's dope.
These are one of one.
It has a back hit.
Signed. Well, there's actually no back on the card, but I, as a craftsman, put a regular card behind it. So that's like the regular card that's in the set. You know what I'm saying?
So they get kind of two for the price
for
of
one.
one.
Two. You're getting the
Right. So
legacy.
there's a card.
Wow.
There's two cards in here. There's
Man,
actually
that's good.
Hell yeah.
two cards. And I'm going to start the bidding at $1.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
The bidding for this item will start at $1.
Wow, Brian,
we're-
This is going to
We're
start
covering
at
all
$1.
bases here.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
a
start at
strategy.
$1.
The price is right.
Yeah.
Price
Yeah, and then-
is right.
The half the proceeds will be going to my Holocaust survivors at the Blue Card.
That's
Shut
charity.
up.
And
Might
Sean,
as well be going to St. Jude's.
St.
for the
Jude's
children.
St. Jude's and
SPO.
SPO.
Yeah,
and,
and I'm doing. I had
the
the
blue card.
website. Yeah, I had the website, but it's I want to do specifically burn victims because later on, in about a half an hour, 25 minutes, we're gonna be probably about a half an hour. We're gonna have Masada on to talk about his life, his times, and his recent engulfing.
I just want to know what music he's listening to.
Hey, Pat, you should check that chat.
Hey, 10 for Orin. Nice.
There we go. There we
There you go.
All right,
It's moving already.
It's already
So, yeah,
moving.
And how it works is at the end of
We
the
got 10 for
night,
Orin.
the highest bid for each item will be the winner for that item.
Yes,
Oh,
that
this
is
is gonna
how
be
it
great,
works.
man.
That has how
Just
it works.
explaining. I'm explaining it as we go.
What I'm
This is
giving
gonna be
away,
awesome.
what I'm auctioning off is, actually, guys,
What?
what's the deal here? We said legacy items. You guys are just doing rare items.
Yeah, there's a they're legacy
Well,
to us in a way.
they're the youngest bullies of us all, Pat. I mean, come on. You
I
know,
wanted-
they're-
I wanted
they're
like a-
building their
Well,
legacy.
to be fair, can I add to my auction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
add to my- to add
there
to
are no
my
fucking
auction.
rules.
If my auction reaches $50,
Wow.
I will
Okay.
include this hand-painted satanic symbol.
See, now that's what I'm talking
Now
about.
that's legacy.
That's legacy.
That's legacy.
Yeah.
Hand
That's
with
legacy.
my own hand.
That's the legacy right there.
Wow. Incredible. Haunt your apartment with Brian.
It has a little hanging thing.
hand-painted.
I didn't make the rope. I just painted the picture.
15 for Oren.
15 for Oren.
There
Bad
you
take,
go.
Brian.
Oh, we got a
going
little
up.
battle here. We got a
For
little
that
battle
fancy,
here.
that's a good price for a metal card.
Doing it for the Jews, brother.
All right, what I'm putting up for auction is this Blvd Bullies 1-of-1 referee shirt with a zipper, collar zipper here.
Has it been washed?
It has never been washed.
That's great.
Never been washed. I wore this. There were some shows where I wore a long sleeve referee shirt. There were some shows where I wore a baggy referee shirt. But a lot of the shows were done with this. I think this was worn when Mance Warner beat me up. I don't know. You know what?
That's the HBK. That's the sexy.
Yeah, cheap
referee
plugs for
shirt.
Cass. Go watch the early Cass stuff.
I got so much blood on my Jordan 5 grape that night.
Yeah, so this is really an iconic
That was in
piece.
Brooklyn.
You should never wear fucking nice things to a fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
What was it after? Was it after 5150?
I had just came from dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was gonna be a dirt bag.
Anyway, this item, I'm not saying it's important to the history of wrestling, but it is. And
It's a legacy.
it's a legacy item, and it means a lot to me.
Magoo all over that item as well.
I thought
That's-
of
that's been through some legendary
this
fucking
is
matches,
like
bro.
Schlack, Mance Warner, probably
Masada.
Masada himself. Yeah, all over that shirt. Just,
Fremont. I can do the list of names is
the list of names that I refereed with Cass was a long
Legendary.
great list.
Legendary.
Legendary list.
Legendary.
I'll put it up with any list of any no ring uncertified
There can't be
wrestler.
many, but yeah, absolutely.
Yo, you know what? Maybe we will do a members only thing. I'll tell you guys the full Mance Warner versus Cass story and what proves that I'm a good referee who thinks on my toes. Survived a disaster.
Didn't somebody get knocked out?
Yeah, somebody got
Mance
knocked out
did.
cold. Mance got knocked out cold. Like a
went
board
Just
outside.
like
He
a
was
punch. From
that
like
was
a
crazy.
punch.
from the first punch.
Yeah, one punch.
Yep.
I thought he was joking.
punch,
I thought he was like joking around. Like, wow,
Nope,
this
he
is
was
funny.
not.
No, he was not. It was very, very scary. And you know what? When things like that happen, who's the only one that you can count on in the midst of chaos, sick, sad, scary world out there? You're no ring
Sean,
referee.
the medical award.
I was being medical. There's
Yeah.
a picture of me. I swear to God, there's a picture of me telling Mansoor, "Yo, the back of your head is bleeding pretty bad."
Oh yeah,
You-
it was.
you send it
You
to
were
me.
medical.
Yeah, Dr. Sean
You were
Van
medical. That was at,
Nostrand,
Yo,
DMD.
that just blew my
You're a
mind,
dentist.
dude. That was in like
No, Deathmatch
2019.
doctor.
Dude, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
And you were there. You were there for that harrowing evening.
Yeah, I was.
That was fucking out of control. And
That
then
was my first night as DMD.
Yo, and listen to this too. We were like, hey, man, so we have this whole fucked finish where you like walk on us to DDT the guy and you pin Cass and you hit me and you use my arm like, and we did this whole thing and he got knocked out. I was like, oh, well, none of this is going to happen, So excited to be involved. Mance remembered every single spot and did it and involved the bullies in the end, even though he had very, very serious head trauma. And so that's where I got a place in my heart forever for Mance Warner.
He's awesome.
That's why we call him good old Manser.
What do you guys think? I want to say $50 for this. Starting bid,
I'd say nothing less. Nothing less.
$50. The man from the
50
Price is Right
smackaroonies.
confirms it. It really means a lot to me. This is something that if I had like a lot of money laying around, I'd like put it in one of these frames, like a sports jersey. How cool
yeah,
would that
of
be?
course.
Like a shadow box.
Yeah. Like if I had money, I would have done that and it wouldn't be for sale. I'd have found something else, but I don't. So $50 for this.
50 smackaroonies for the referee shirt.
Starting
We're
bid.
starting bids here.
Yeah.
So far, Brian's is taking some.
But I would
momentum.
say that if you're
Yeah,
on a budget, you should bid on Larry's jacket because that's a 1 of 1. I want to bid on it. I'd wear it to a wedding with the blood and everything.
Are we allowed to bid on it?
No, Brian. I don't know,
Brian
Brian.
is known. Brian is known.
There are no fucking rules. We can.
I
do
guess
whatever
there are
we
no
want.
rules, Brian.
Brian is known to spend quite $1 or $2 on Larry legacy items.
Not as much as John Hammer.
Oh, really? Didn't you go to war with John Hammer for a card, Brian?
I won it.
You won the card.
You went toe to toe with John Hammer in an auction.
Yep.
What? Brian, what did that feel like?
Dude, I mean, it was honestly like doing those auctions. Those things are like mad fun. I had a great time doing those fucking things. I have a lot of cool shit from them too. But the whole goddamn problem is that where the money is going. The money is just going. Where's like I spent all that money on Larry. Larry, did you ever see any of that money?
None.
Very strange.
Okay. Hold on. Let me say this. If I would bring my own
Jesus
stuff,
Christ.
if I would bring my own stuff, I would make that money. But anything with my likeness on it that he sold, like when I wasn't there, no one ever saw anything.
I remember when I was friends with Cass after the original Deathmatch Circus, it was like right after the match, there was a table saw cutting the table into pieces right in front of all the fans, and the wrestlers who just went to war with each other would just sit there in the open and sign every piece. It was like a work camp, still bloody. And I remember like Cass, the man himself was mad at Cass because he wouldn't like hurry up and sign the pieces that were cut. And I just thought to myself, that's awesome. In a very ironic way. It's like...
Yeah, it's like you just see DeMonzo sitting on a throne, like laughing.
Cut the table into tiny pieces.
Oh.
Smaller!
Yeah, it's all mine.
Well,
all I'm going to say is that I won't deny the fact of how much enjoyment I came from winning those auctions.
Nice. How much enjoyment you came.
Much enjoyment I've received.
How much enjoyment came? How much enjoyment came?
Right, how much I came? How much I've came from all the
That's
excitement.
what you're trying to say. That's what you were getting at, obviously.
Right.
Well, anyway, legacy items, auction items. Brian, I'm not really into the auctions or the communities. You have your finger on the pulse of all the
like
deathmatch
collectible things.
All the deathmatch message boards, all the talk above ground,
Kings
below
Road.
ground. Brian has his ears open, and this is Take Bri's Deathmatch Drama of the Week.
Deathmatch drama.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sean. I was botching it the whole way. I need somebody to step in. Oh, Brian, please. Brian. Because of the charity.
Right.
What kills me is just how like slowly and like nonchalantly it comes.
He's got it on deck. He always keeps that thing on him.
Always.
He stands for the bus
Right, I'm
with
prepared always.
Brian, you
Like a Boy
watched
Scout.
you watch the message boards of the deathmatch community, like Jerry. You would watch Jerry Springer as a kid home from school. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Well, I'm not a grandpa, so I like Jerry Springer's a little before my time.
Okay,
Honestly.
all right,
Bro,
all
what?
right.
All right.
Okay.
That's not like fourth. That's like
It is.
fourth grade.
Brian.
for you.
Fourth grade. I was a young.
You were like 9-10 years old. Why weren't you watching
How
that?
dare you, Brian?
I mean, I was 9-10 years old. I guess it was fun. I didn't understand. Like, if I was like Pat and Larry's age, it would have been
Whoa,
funnier.
whoa.
Bro, that is like
I
the
mean,
Saturday
honestly,
cartoons of the
Larry,
week.
Larry
It's true.
I mean, the
understands.
thing about it is I
I'm not
didn't
even
really
trying to
watch
be
it for-
rude.
Legacy
I didn't watch
items.
it. I didn't watch. All I watched it for was the fighting. Pat and I, we didn't watch for like the stories. We just watched for when the person came out and there was a little fight.
Steve
I'm
Wilkos.
so mad you never got to like enjoy
I watched
that.
it. I did. I mean, I understand that Steve Wilkos, the security
No.
guard.
This is before Steve.
See, yeah, I
This
guess
is
Pre-
before
Steve.
Steve.
no, I don't even know.
98.
Bro, this is when you were watching Maury and it got you so hype that now you're going into Springer and they actually throwing hands. Whereas
yeah.
before it would be like that's not the father, and they start chasing them with the camera, right?
They're
Now
like
you got
wannabe
people
wrestlers.
No, man, it was
There
a
were
fun
there
time.
were wrestlers on that
There
show.
were wrestlers.
There were-
Justin
I was on
Roberts
it.
was on it. Razor Ramon,
was on it
Larry was
twice.
on it.
Larry was on it.
Larry Legend, yeah, was on it.
Twice.
As a guest or in the audience?
That's the same thing, Brian.
That's twice.
It's the same thing.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
welcome to our 420 episode.
All right. I'll light up to that.
Hell yeah.
Lighten up, Larry.
What's up?
Look at this
Hell
joint that
yeah,
I
why
got
the
from
fuck
Masada.
not?
Look at this joint that I got for Masada's.
So that's how
episode.
you.
I can't
prepared.
wait. I don't want to wait any
I'm
longer.
so sorry. I'm fully
Bri.
prepared.
I don't.
Whose birthday is it today?
Today's the big boss man's birthday.
Wait a
Is it?
second. What
Late
about
great.
the drama? What about the deathmatch drama?
Oh, the drama. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
the
sorry.
drama. Go ahead.
You so close though. Brian, what amused you the most? You remember because the Jerry Springer, you watch it, you love it. That's your form of entertainment. What drama on the deathmatch scene piqued your interest the most? What's going on out there?
The big announcement from XPW is their newest signee. If you haven't heard, you heard it here. It's Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa Blanchard.
Blanchard.
Tully's daughter.
Tessa Blanchard.
Larry, how have you practiced how you're gonna ring announce her?
Ooh.
Larry has ring announced her.
Yeah.
Not at XPW.
No,
This is
not
big.
that's true.
XCW.
That's true.
This is her return, long-awaited return to the ring at a very controversial time to a controversial place that's just making names ring everywhere. XPW. So Larry, how would you like bring her to the ring? Bring her to the stars.
Don't make him
I
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I gave her the treatment at No Holds Barred. She was the first match of the first ever No Holds Barred show.
Oh, that's
against
right.
Nick Gage.
Gage.
Yeah, and
Non-death match, right?
Well, I mean, it was chains match. They were in the chains. The chains is always hardcore, always death.
It was
rooms.
It was
Brutal
yeah,
match,
They did what they had to do. The poster was better than the match. I'll put it that way.
Well, the intro.
The
which is what
intros were better than the
focusing on-
match.
What we're focusing on right now was
Right.
How dare I?
was stellar.
Mhm,
Was stellar,
absolutely.
and it was stellar. It was stellar because Gage wanted to work a bit in there. Okay, so he spoke to me in the back, and he was like, "Yo, man, when you go to announce her, make sure you give her that real big fucking, big time announcement, because when you're saying the last part of it, I'm just gonna fucking glom her. I'm just gonna fucking push you out of the way and fucking knock the shit out of her." And I'm like, "All right, bro, do it."
Thank you for warning me.
If you go back, that was the first match. She was the first intro for the first No Holds Barred. So I let it rip for that bitch. And then Gage fucking knocked me out of the way.
It was brutal, bro. His little teeth were like in her forehead. Remember that?
Ah, bro,
Yeah,
He
more
was like
teeth,
fighting her.
bro, and the place went nuts.
It went
yeah.
crazy, dude.
It was packed. It was a packed, great, super great crowd.
Yeah, the biggest crowd No Holds Barred ever.
Yeah, that was a White Eagle Hall, right?
That's right. In Newark.
New Jersey.
That's
No,
legendary
Jersey
matchups.
City. Jersey City.
Jersey City. Yep, Jersey
Yeah,
City.
Jersey City.
Hart Ballroom was Newark.
So Brian,
Yeah,
Brian, as a loyal XPW guy, and Sean and Larry as an employee, I want to know what you
I
guys
work
think
for 'em.
about this new addition, Brian.
Yay, nay, eh?
Yay, nay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go yay. I'm a little upset just because like he made a post about like any guesses, and I should have known it was Tessa because he had previously said that it was a new signee was gonna be a woman with a wrestling background, with a wrestling family. But then me and you guessed fucking Alex Colon and fucking Big Joe. But I'm happy nonetheless. So that's a yay from me.
Yay.
Didn't somebody also say like Nia Jax?
People were saying crazy.
I
Would be
said
insane.
Naya.
You said Nia, right? I
said
mean,
Naya.
I could have seen it too. She
Yeah.
dropped a lot of weight. She's looking to get back in the ring, and she
And
comes
bro-
from a wrestling family.
And not only all of that, she's not like most girls.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Not like most girls.
girls.
Yeah. Yo, that shit slapped, bro.
I'm
Yeah, not like most girls. Yeah, bro.
Yo, if I was at an XPW show and that music hit, my head would explode. So just
I'd
into a
come.
million pieces.
You would look like a gusher. Remember the gushers?
Pop. Yeah. I'd be like, wow. Never in all my years. Sean, yay, nay?
Yay, big yay. I'm a big Tessa Blanchard fan. I actually enjoy her in-ring work. I'm excited to see her back. She's improved a lot while she was in Mexico. She picked up a whole nother style of wrestling. So it's gonna be cool to see her with everything all combined in one with XPW on her back. So a big yay, giddy up.
Big yay. I'm gonna go, who's she gonna wrestle? You know? It's like that's
What do you
really
mean?
cool. But
Blue
who's she
Dark
gonna wrestle?
Shaitan?
Yeah.
What
I
was-
mean,
Dude, she can fucking wrestle fucking Schlack, dude.
that would be fun.
Right.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Well,
So
I'm
many
gonna
endless
stay.
possibilities. Wait, and what about Larry?
I'm gonna say that. Go ahead, Larry. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Can't all be Marks. Jesus.
I mean, I gotta say, yeah.
Yay.
I gotta say, yeah. Because you know, what the fuck is this cancel shit?
What?
You know, what is this?
Everybody deserves a goddamn second chance. People
But
say
who-
shit when they're
who-
angry.
Who is anybody? Who is anybody to like be
Ruin
like
someone's
we
life.
decide? You know, like we decide. You know, because of what we think, you can't even do anything.
No, I agree.
It's like, so fuck that shit, bro. I don't know where that came from, and I am all about the anti.
Hell yeah.
So if the, you know,
With
it's
you.
like
I'm
if
with
you're,
you,
if
Larry.
you're underground and you're anti that fucking shit, that's my team.
That's great.
Let's go.
Now you
Yeah,
just inspired
son,
me.
yay.
All right, I'm
That's
gonna
three
switch to
yays
yay.
and a
I'm
A.
switching to yay. I'm switching to yay.
There,
4 yays.
yes.
Yay!
Let's go.
Larry, before you said it was Dr. Redacted's birthday, the man whose shirt you're wearing,
Yesterday. He's May
Yesterday.
1st.
whose
Yesterday
birthday is May 2nd.
That would be the big boss man.
Oh,
Well, you know,
R.I.P.
there are a couple shared birthdays. So May 1st, yesterday, Dr. Redacted and the Human Tornado, born on the same day. SoCal legend, the Human Tornado, and Dr. Redacted share 5-1. And I mean, I didn't get a confirmation on this. You think we would have seen something? Is today The Rock's birthday?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen anything. That's who I
I'm
haven't
sure we
seen
would have
anything.
saw it all over Instagram.
He would have made a post.
So then I must be mistaken. Well, the big
Well, it
boss
says
man's
May
birthday.
2nd is his birthday.
Oh, well,
Who?
there you go.
Dwayne Johnson, May 2nd.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. We got some shared birthdays in the wrestling world, and I just think it's wild to think of those two, both of those two, Tornado and Redacted, and Boss Man and Rock, and think of the impact that both of them had in the industry to like be like names for long periods of time and be recognized. Well, Redacted's getting there. I just think that's interesting. That they both share birthdays. So shout out to Dr. Redacted and the Human Tornado, May 1st babies, and my favorite wrestler growing up as a kid, my hero, Big Bubba Rogers, aka the Big Boss Man. And I
If
put
you
up all
ever
my-
took a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs, respect the law and order. You serve hard time.
Woo!
You be serving
You'll be
hard
serving.
time. You know the big boss man will make you walk the line. You better watch your back or you be
It's always
serving
the
hard
worst.
Watch
time.
out,
You guys
boy. You'll
both
be
start
serving
singing
hard
together.
times.
What you know about that, baby?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, what's
That's
up?
what I'm
Welcome
saying.
to Boulevard
Sean's
Bullies
talking about the
420.
days when they were the lyrics, you know, the lyrics. Like,
Good old Jim
how about
Johnson.
everybody's got a price. Yeah, everybody's got a price. Everybody's got to pay. Bro, those were bars. Those
Yeah.
were fucking
Bars,
bars,
bro. This is bars. Yep, that's a fact.
Gold bars from DiBiase,
Gold
bro.
bars.
Sean, that was
So yeah,
excellent
Big Boss
singing.
Man, that's my man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
today,
you, thank you.
Today would have been his birthday. Met the Big Boss Man in WWF New York.
Wow. One of my
Nice.
fondest memories with Boss Man was watching him team with Booker T in the Garden to take on The Rock in Austin.
Dude, that was his last run, Sean.
That was
his
wild,
last
bro.
Fucking big deal. That was.
I was like 12 years old, bro.
He was bad too, bro. He finished strong. I know exactly what you're talking about. He finished strong, but he was tired.
Yep.
He was slower than he'd ever been. He was blowing spots, and I was like, sad.
Yeah,
was
it
sad.
sucked to see him like that.
Yeah, because I knew it wasn't going to be long before he was like an agent. Of course, I was holding on to hope that he would fucking live to be old. The Undertaker probably is going to, but it was shortly after that he was gone. But yeah, that was a huge I popped big for that, and I was hoping that he was going to go on a run but eventually they took him out of the Big Bubba gear because he was Big
Yep.
Bubba gear for that match, and then they went back to SWAT gear, and he
SWAT
just teamed
gear.
with Mr. Perfect and did Velocity and
Heat. Yep.
and Heat. Yep.
That's a fact. Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Larry, have I
Yeah,
asked
bro. I
you?
thought he was great. I thought he was great. Yeah, God, Pat.
Have I
you're
asked
leader.
you what your favorite match of his was? I feel like I might have, and you've told me and I've forgotten.
Oh man.
Do you have like a favorite Boss Man match or moment?
So, I'll say my favorite moment was meeting him wearing his T-shirt.
That's dope.
The
And like a
joke that he
Kmart.
bro, no, I was at WWF New York in his
Oh.
T-shirt because I knew he was going to be the guest.
I'm
Like,
thinking about
WWF
back
New
in the
York-
day.
Nah, this was corporate. I had the one shirt. He had a shirt.
That's
Bro.
crazy.
Larry was wearing a Big Boss Man shirt, is what he's saying.
Bro, it said corporate security on the back. It was his SWAT gear boss man, and the bottom it said BBM
That's
in
dope.
blue that bled into purple.
That's fire.
Bro, I ordered that shit online as soon as I could, or I'm pretty sure it wasn't at the live events. They probably wouldn't be selling his shirts at the live events, but I ordered it online. I wore it to WWF New York to meet him, and I pointed it out to him. I was like, "Look, I'm repping your shirt," and he's like, "Oh, you're the one who bought one." He didn't get the joke at the time. He was like, "Oh, that," you know, and I'm like,
That's
"Yeah."
mad funny.
You know, and he signed my shit. He bought his daughter out on the stage with him. I think she was 8 years old at this time. His daughter, who inducted him posthumously into the Hall of Fame. And yeah, bro, he was just a great big man, like a Bam Bam Bigelow Vader big man. That is the big man, the Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the Greg the Hammer Valentine, that type.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is like the closest thing we have to it right now.
Like
But
a
that
Neidhart.
sort of like, yeah, Neidhart, like my dad out there washing the fucking car can get in the fucking wrestling ring and throw down.
Fat
You
Walter.
know,
Fat Walter was kind of
and
like Big
just-
Boss Manny.
Dude. Yes, dude. And
But
they
he's not
fucked
fat
him up.
anymore. He's not fat anymore, so he's not Big Boss
Nah,
Manny
he's
anymore.
lean. So my match, my moment, get this. I saw a house show, a WWF house show, main event, The Rock versus the Big Boss Man.
Wow.
Not
Damn.
even knowing that they were born on the same day. I saw that in the
Damn.
Baltimore Arena, The Rock versus the Big Boss Man. Seeing him get hung at WrestleMania 15, even though the match fucking sucked, I still was like into every moment of it, hoping that they would be able to do something like, you know, and they did. The visual was really awesome. So
They
that,
lynched him. They fucking lynched him.
which was awesome. That was awesome because he wore the Confederate flag. You know, and he wore the Georgia state flag, which
Right.
contains the Confederate flag. So it was awesome to see his ass lynched.
My
You know,
favorite was
and-
Kennel in the Cell when he fed.
Oh, Al
fed-
Snow.
On SmackDown, guys.
Al
Al
Snow.
Snow.
I had just moved. We didn't have cable, and I couldn't watch it until it came out on tape. And then
That was
I
wild.
had heard how shitty it was. And then hold on, one last Boss Man thing. Mr. Perfect, WrestleMania 7 for the Intercontinental Championship, and they were best friends. And the reason that match is as good as it is, and if you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. For the Intercontinental title, Big Boss Man versus Mr. Perfect, when you're fucking out there with your best friend,
Nothing like it, dude.
Time of your life.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Eddie Guerrero, fucking Chris Benoit, dude,
Facts.
except for a one night stand, of course. That was not good, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, but yeah, big Boss Man, big influence on me, Big Bubba Rogers. Thought he was great.
Completely agree.
Loved
Dude,
his portion of the 1992 Royal Rumble, in particular when it gets down to him and Flair. It's like 15 seconds. You can get it on a story. It's magic. Watch him and Flair in the 1992 Royal Rumble. It's amazing. And watch the bump that he takes when he leaves. He gets his neck and his head caught up underneath the bottom rope and whiplashes his
Yep.
fucking 330-pound frame to the floor. That's probably why he's not with us to this day.
Shades of
Taking
Foley.
bumps like that, bro. Yeah. Anyway, I
that's-
don't want to make it all about fucking
Hey,
Boss Man.
hey,
But
happy
today is his
birthday. Happy birthday.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
Ray
also-
Trailer. Ray
Hey,
Trailer.
Ray Taylor.
Ray
Si-
Taylor.
side note for Big Boss Man, the Big Show feud was also legendary. When he
Absolutely
fucking-
was.
Dragged his fucking father's corpse in a fucking goddamn casket.
That was wild.
The
I
best
also
shit.
I also liked some of the hardcore matches. The
Him and
early
Al Snow,
hardcore
bro.
title
Yeah, Al
match.
Snow when they
Yes,
wrestled in the
bro.
river, the freezing river.
Yes, bro. Those early ones, bro. They went all over the place. They did all types of shit
Legendary
in the
shit.
back.
Handcuffed
they
him
were
to
awesome.
a fence. Left.
Fuck yeah. And bring out not the regular nightstick, but the baton.
Yep.
The baton that
The
he
Billy,
had hidden
the
whole...
Billy Club. Yep.
Hell yeah, bro.
Boom.
Hell
Hey, in about 10 minutes, we're going to have Masada on.
Damn, it's already.
5
Holy
minutes.
shit.
5
Yeah,
minutes.
I know.
Call him up.
Well, we said 8 o'clock, but we started 5 minutes later, so I'm gonna push it to, you know what? Yeah, 5 minutes from now. All
5
right.
minutes. All right. So anyway, can I end deathmatch drama? Can I end deathmatch
Oh
drama?
my God, Brian,
Yeah,
that's like
let's hear more.
25
No, there's
minutes
one-
ago, Brian.
What do you mean? Come on, there's one more thing I gotta
We
say.
talked a lot. We talked about the big boss man.
All right, fuck it.
Brian,
Like, oh,
here's what I'm gonna
God
do. I
damn
want to
it.
do your quick. We're gonna run through mainstream wrestling lightning round. You ready? WWE draft was the stupidest thing ever created. Really, really disappointing. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Worst
enjoy
shit
it.
ever. Worst
Yes.
draft ever.
Yeah, we were
existed.
texting about it. I knew that we all agreed.
I like the belt though.
If there was an indie wrestling draft, who would your first pick be, Brian?
Oh, it's easy for me.
Probably Schlack.
Sean?
And that's a good pick, yeah.
Yeah, that isn't a bad one.
My first, can it be a tag team?
Mm-hmm.
The Macizos.
Mm.
Nice. Larry, what is it for you? Easy, you said.
Janela.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Perfect.
Who am I going to go with? I wrote the question, didn't really give it much thought. You know, I'm going to
Prematurely
go.
evacuated.
I'm going to go Effie.
That's another good one, brah. That's another
I
fucking
think
good
I'm going to
one.
go Effie. That's just the
Hell
first
yeah.
name that comes to my head.
Good answers. Good takes. Good takes by all
All
four of us.
solid ones. All solid ones. We got a fucking all-star roster right there. If we take all four of them
Word
and
up.
we get the Bullies Wrestling Company started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my thumbs if I steal Schlack though.
Brian, I don't.
you know what?
None of us have any
I
idea
sit
what
at
you're
the
talking
table.
about.
I sit at the table with Negro. I can arrange some things. Don't you worry.
All right, real quick. They have the new world heavyweight title, right? They're doing a unveil.
Brian likes it.
Clash of the Champions. Everybody that's just like any belt, everybody hates it. Everybody loves it. I just want to know
I like it.
simply. I don't mind it.
I thought it
Simply,
looks awesome.
who do you think the first heavyweight champion is going to be? Sean.
Cody Rhodes, probably.
Cody Rhodes, probably. All right.
Uh,
Wouldn't be surprised. Brian.
I'm gonna say Seth Rollins,
Mm.
and Cody Rhodes is gonna have a journey to acquire it.
Well, okay. All right. Yeah, I think they might give him a journey. I'm going to go, You know, I didn't even remember who was drafted to Raw. I didn't even pay that much attention, so.
The whole thing is a fucking clusterfuck of
So
annoyance.
Lashley's to SmackDown. Rollins is on Raw.
Where's McIntyre? Is he on Raw?
McIntyre's on Raw.
All right,
Theory's
then
on SmackDown.
I'm going McIntyre then.
Fair.
Larry, who do you think?
Omos is also a free agent, and so is Brock Lesnar. The only two
yeah.
guys.
It was so stupid.
my God.
Some of them can move. The first draft pick was 3 people. And then it was like, oh, LA Knight can't be drafted tonight. He's got to be drafted Monday. And it's like, what? What kind of draft is this? This is so dumb. Anyway, Larry, I'm sorry. Go on. Who do you think should win the heavyweight championship?
We're talking about the new belt. The new
new-
belt that was just created in Mordor. It's about it.
Mordor.
I think probably Cody, just to make everybody like,
Yeah.
I mean,
the
I think
boyhood dream realize. You know,
I
we
think he
wanna see
wins
him.
it, holds it,
clutch
and
the
then he
belt.
wins the Rumble. And then they're like, you can't go in as a champion to fight a champion at Mania. So you have to give up the world title. And I think he's gonna give up the world title, and then he'll go and challenge Roman at Mania for the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
I could see it.
I could see that as well.
All right.
It's quite possible.
Sending.
Can I ask a question? God damn it!
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Brian, go ahead real quick.
Come
before we
on.
begin.
Does anybody know if for the belt is a tournament at the Night of Champions, or is it just they didn't announce how the belt is being?
No, I don't think
It's
anybody
probably a
knows.
battle royal.
It was basically supposed to be King of the Ring format, but the whole King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring pay-per-view got scrapped.
Right.
So now I think they're gonna keep the same format, but instead of us having the entire tournament on the pay-per-view, they'll have like preliminary
A
matches on
build-up?
Raw. You know what I'm saying? There's, like,
So the
Qualifying
the
match.
finals would
Qualifying
be Night of
matches.
Champions for the belt.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. I can understand.
All right,
He
guys.
just had a question.
Let's quickly review our auction items before we bring on the ultra-violent beast, Masada. I got
Starting
my
with me.
Oh, starting with Larry. Starting with Larry, of course.
I bid $100.
Brian is the leading
so
bidder at $100.
Just so people know, I am leading for this goddamn jacket.
That's right. 50 goes to SPO.
He couldn't resist. He couldn't resist.
I know he could have.
Somebody just bid $101 and get it out of Brian's grubby
I'll
little
bid
hands.
102. God damn it! I'm ready to go for a battle.
You're
Brian
always
was
ready
just-
for a
he
nasty
just
battle, bully.
Can't help it. He loves auctions. You guys show your cards.
Yeah, put your cards on the table and get your math on.
$40 one of one badass Billy Gunn.
$20 starts.
$20 starts it. Autographed.
Signed by the man himself.
I'm an ass man. Bow, bow.
This is currently at 15.
Hey.
The Wizard King.
The Wizard King, the non-showing Wizard King, the disappearing act.
I mean, he's been known to not show up.
Well, I guess that happens.
And I'm giving away my legacy referee shirt with all types of deathmatch blood all over it from the early cast days when it was the Wild West. And you know, we were just doing our thing. $50 for this, and I'm dedicating.
Oh look, Larry's actually on this card.
So here's what we're gonna do. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna, because I don't know
what's a lot of cards.
I don't know what's gonna happen when Masada joins this call.
Sure.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it over. Look, I don't know if he's gonna call, so I made a.
Did you message him?
On the phone Masada little thing, but I think we're gonna just switch over to Zoom right here like this, which is what we are doing to talk to Masada. So I told him, I gave him the high sign. I told him, hey, we're ready when you are. He has the link. He said he was going to be here at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to keep my messages open. Oh, he needs the link again. Okay.
Tell him it's the same link from Instagram.
He needs it again, Brian.
God damn it. You old guys.
He needs
Boomers
it again.
over
It's
here.
It's not as easy as you think. You know, there's a lot of technicalities that go
I'm
into
sparking
it.
who's leading this goddamn conversation? Patrick?
Well, I have a few.
Larry's got to introduce him.
Larry will introduce him. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll do whatever. I have a few questions about the incident that I'd like to ask. And, you know, and Larry, you can feel free to jump in at any time. And maybe you should, Brian, you can't talk till the very end. That's for sure.
I'm going to smoke this goddamn 2-gram joint and hang out with the chat.
We're going to go on mute until we're told to
Me and
unmute.
Sean are
No,
gonna hang
no.
out
I
with
mean,
the
you
chat.
know, it should just be a fluid type of thing. But, you know, I think I want to try to do a good interview.
Yes.
And
we're going to do a great one.
Positive vibes, good interview.
when we interviewed Larry, everybody was very, very upset with us.
Backlash.
Well, you were excited.
Backlash.
Yeah, we
You
were
were
all.
excited.
Well, we were just doing a regular show. We didn't realize that when you say interview, you got to do an interview. You gotta ask questions and like let the person answer the questions before you.
And plus, we're friends. You know, it's like, oh, Larry's here. You know, but a lot of people wanted to hear. Rod Mimi was really upset.
Yeah, we botched it. We really fucked it up.
It was so fun.
I
Fuck
want
everybody.
a small slice of redemption. Oh no, Brian!
What?
It says that he's removed.
What do you mean? Oh,
You remember
Jesus
when I removed
Christ.
him before?
You fucked it all up.
I fucked it, dude.
Add
Oh,
him
my-
again, dude.
Hold on.
Yeah, you can just add him again, bro.
No,
Or
because I
unremove him.
removed him. How
Easy
do I
fix.
You gotta
unremove him?
unremove him. You
You
gotta,
did.
Hold on.
I'm sparking. God damn it.
Jeez. Oh man, I fucked it all up, dude. There was a fear, and Brian was like, "No, it's gonna be fine."
Well, because you're pessimistic fucking Pete over
I
there.
knew it. I knew it in my bones. Yo, I don't know what to do.
Just do the easiest thing.
Have him call in.
No, because I fucking hold on.
It's got to be an easy fix. You're just being an old guy. Boomer over there.
Now I don't know how to get rid of this chat either.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, hold on. Let me text him. Okay, give me a sec. Shit. You know what? I think we're going to go to a quick commercial break. and I'm going to reload the Zoom call and resend the links. So right now the bidding
very Roberto Negro show
is
for a
still going
commercial break.
on. I'm just going to play some music, mute everybody, and we're going to be back in 2 minutes. Thank you. Sorry about that. Bye-bye for now.
Forever, 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 forever. Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Yeah, I love that knife.
Fuck yeah. Me
You haven't
too.
had it used,
Me
have
too.
you?
Not yet. I just have it in on for show. I just have it for show.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to use it if I need to.
Yo, all right. So we're back. I just sent an invite out to Sean. He should be able to be joining any moment now. But hello,
Yeah.
everyone. And welcome back to Blvd Bullies versus the World. Wow, sorry for those technical difficulties. What a time. What a joke. Wouldn't expect anything less. But we are joined by Larry. Do you want to do the honors? Do the honors for me, please, dude.
Well, shouldn't we wait for Sean?
You gotta wait for Sean. We gotta chant.
Yeah, wait
So-
for Sean.
So we're just live, just chatting. He said it's not letting me on. 1 sec.
It was very easy for me to get on. Everyone here probably too. Sean's.
Yeah, we got right on.
You know what it is? We're grandpas. That's the problem.
Yeah, we're not up.
You guys did good. You guys succeeded. Sean's my age. He should know better.
Here
There
we
he
go.
comes.
Here we go. We got a 5-person.
All
thing.
right. There we go.
Be with the times.
All right, Larry. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and let you do the honors and introduce our guest
Come
this
on,
evening.
you don't got to give me all that kind of lead in. Joining us right now on Bullies versus the World, the international ultra-violent beast, Masada.
Masada! 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 Masada!
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
I appreciate you for having me on, bro. It's been too long.
So, what's
This
it
is
like?
your first talk. This is your first talk with anybody, right?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah. It's crazy because I'm getting people hitting me up. I have another one to do on Thursday with what are they called? I forget the name of them, but I have Renee Dupree's next week.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I've known Renee for a long time. Way back in Japan.
Wow.
We always got along.
And I guess everybody wants to pick your brain about the viral sensation sweeping the nation, man on fire at professional wrestling event.
Oh yeah. They definitely want to know.
So what's
so
it?
stupid.
We want to hear about it too. Yeah, that's why we want to talk to you too about it for real. Like
That was some last second crap, and then all of a sudden it just like we were talking about earlier, just went viral. I still have my face, so
And the beard, the fucking length. You still got the length, brother.
yes.
nice.
Fully
Nice.
intact.
I'm like Samson.
I was extremely worried about the beard, personally.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
about the beard. We both hear about the beard. Take care of the beard. Like
I knew Masada was okay. I was worried about the beard.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, honestly, that's why I tilt my head forward and started running, like jogging, just to get the flames to go behind me and pat them out. Because when my head is up, I could already smell it and feel it, and it's like, man, motherfucker, and get away from the fans,
Right.
So.
So
But
what
I'm Michael
was?
Myers shit, man. I was like, Jay. Pretty.
Stoic. You were stoic and calm as fuck, dude. A sight. It was legendary fucking sight, man.
You know what you were? You were the international ultraviolet beast because that's what you do. You get set on fire and you finish the match.
Yeah. I totally no-sell it, and I crack jokes with the fans, like, oh, that didn't go the way I planned.
Bro,
right.
not only were you on fire, then you continued to wrestle for a full fucking match, dude.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
absolutely a champion's match.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I've read what Team Z wrote, that and some other stories like they carried me off to the hospital. That's bullshit, dude. I walked.
No, you were sitting in the back drinking a beer. I was
Yeah,
there.
I was contemplating going to the hospital.
Right? Should I go to that? Yeah, you were like, should I go? Like, we were like, yes, go right now.
Yeah. Rob comes up to me. He's like, "You're missing half an eyebrow." I was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm missing more than that."
Right.
Hey, at that point in time, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna cry about it. Never been a punk about anything.
That's what I want to ask.
Warrior, fucking warrior.
That's what I want to ask. Was it the most pain you've ever been in physically?
No, honestly, the worst pain I've ever been in is like when my knee blew out. Like that is by far the worst. Like that feels like a dull butter knife getting stabbed behind your kneecap. This honestly, like since I make knives and I forge them, like I'm used to the heat. I knew I was burned, but it's not the first time like actually working with fire, like my t-shirts caught on fire, like had fire in my face. So it's kind of the same sensation, or like once they burn the nerve endings off, you really don't feel much of anything.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this stupid turtleneck looking thing. And
when you blew out your knee, did you finish the match too?
No.
I
had to stop because I had a nerve that was actually going in between the inner side of like my bone joints, and then like I said, it's just like I couldn't put any weight down. And at that time, I didn't know what the problem was, and then it's just a piece of cartilage that once I realized and figured out what it was, I could pop it back in place, and I ended up getting it fixed. So yeah, I mean that's the worst pain, honestly.
Wow.
Things I can just like brush off, you know what I mean? That's like kind of like
you literally brushed it off, dude.
Yeah, well, I slapped it off.
Oh my god, slap and jog, dude. That was.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even like most death matches, like when I have like cubes of glass in me, you'll see me. I'll just pick it off, chunk it, continue wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
That's one of the things I always said. Like, if somebody ever wanted to like really fight me, it's like, man, you better have a freaking 9mm, dude.
Word.
I think after like maybe 2 or 3 shots, like I'm still coming.
Like Mike Myers, like you said before.
Like fucking Mike Myers, dude.
Hey,
Violent Ghost Rider.
I want to bring up something that I don't know if other people notice, but I notice like as the match goes on, Masada, as you work, like you like audibly kind of like have this like rhythm to like, that's coming out of you. And it's very similar to like just kind of like early Cactus Jack. Like, like as you're stalking your prey, like does this like sounds just like your breath is coming out, but there's like audible sounds coming out that like, like I said, it reminds me of early Mick Foley. Like, I think that's crazy. I also think it's crazy how wild your hair gets. Like your hair turns into like this like nappy gray, like wild ass fucking Bushman vein,
I hate it.
Those are two of my favorite elements, about you that I can just say as an announcer that I've noticed from like first seeing you, just like how you start with the hair kind of slicked back, ready to go to war, to like how crazy and disheveled you look at the end of a fucking battle.
I mean, it's definitely intense. I always hate when my hair comes down because I feel like that old school cartoon Captain Caveman.
Yeah, right.
I hate it.
It's awesome. It's an awesome aesthetic, though. I completely agree with Larry.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just like look at the ring and I'll be like, damn, look how crazy this shit looks like. This wild-haired guy like stalking whoever, and putting the fucking things in them, and like it just looks like a wild scene. And those little elements are like what separates like just. Like I think we're going to talk about some comments that have been made about deathmatch wrestling. Like I don't mean to take over here, Pat, but you got a format, and
I don't want to talk about any comments that are made. That's your forte, Brian's forte. My first question was, so what was it like being on fire?
Yeah.
Oh, you had a good question.
And then I said, first time?
Being lit on fire?
Yeah, was it your first time? Yeah, well, you already answered that you work with fire. You forged Brian's weapon. So you're like used to it. Yeah, and then I was just wondering about like, when did the skin start falling off? You know, Rob said that you were in the back just chilling, which we talked about. And what were like the hours and days like? But you look fine. You look fine for a guy whose head was completely engulfed in flames. Have you seen the photos? Jeez.
I've seen quite a few of them.
Yeah.
No, I actually like the fan that did the dragon like blowing flames.
Oh, it's so good. The dragon, like Elden Ring shit.
Yeah. And they were, you know, they didn't know how it would take to that. I would be mad or anything, but I thought it was funny.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking from those pictures you were going to come out looking like Freddy Krueger with like permanent scarring on your face. That's what I thought we were going to see.
The photos were scary, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like I told you. It's like that's why I put my head down and started to jog forward to put the flames back and get away from the fans.
Right.
You know, and not freak out, you know. Like that's the thing I've always been cool with like bad situations or like I think when typically somebody would be going in shock, like I deal with that stuff pretty well. Same thing with like with the gusset plates, like when I got hit in the shoulder and it's like literally like 100 like holes like pissing blood, you know, I just, you know, I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That was against Grant, your first match.
Well, yeah, or the first time introducing the gusset plates. And that's like the thing too, is like I think with like history of like wrestling, deathmatch wrestling especially, when I go like on these group boards or whatever the hell you want to call them, they don't know actually the history of like anything. Like I don't want to introduce those to the business. Same thing with the skewers, which everybody rips off. That shit still ticks me off. But
it's genius. It's genius shit though. Like you created, and it's like it's a genius thing that people have just adapted to because it's so genius.
Yeah, I mean the problem is, it's like it really killed like me getting booked. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I could wrestle, but that's like my thing, and it's like, well, we can get Joe Schmo over here that does that, you know. So I mean, they don't do it right. The only one that does
that's the thing that sucks, dude. Nobody.
The only person that does it right, and he had my blessing and permission to do it, is Atticus. You know, I've known Atticus since he was a kid. You know. Yeah. So when I'm done wrestling, like I've already told him, it's like you'll carry on. You know.
Yeah, Atticus.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, but and you're saying that you were the first one to bring the gusset in. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I honestly thought of that gimmick when I was working for Ring of Honor, not even doing deathmatch.
Dude, the gusset's like one of the most insane weapons used. It's just like instant fucking gash, dude. Instant laceration. It's like kind of like similar to the Kenzen. Like Kenzens and fucking gussets are just like the most brutal.
Right, and the thing is that ticks me off. It's like the gusset plates were always like when it debuted, the setup was different. It was supposed to be similar to IWA Japan with the nails, with 2x4s going with the ropes. But for whatever reason, Shawnee made it where they were like picket fence, you know, which whatever.
Right.
But the thing is, it was always supposed to be like a gimmick match that would only be done like, you know, once every like 2 to 3 years. That's how brutal it's supposed to be. And then when you have all these, you know, it's just people just like they kill the gimmick, you know, it doesn't mean anything, you know. That's a problem I've always had with like American deathmatch wrestling, is there's no build on anything, there's no heat, there's no storylines, there's no real angles of reason why any of us are doing this. And we all have history with each other, more a reason to fight one another, but you know. It is what it is.
It's so true, dude.
Do you feel like it's
Pat, bring up that RSP shit. Bring up that RSP, you know, just to piggyback off that. And
well, this is Sean's Geraldo question, so credit to Sean. You know, Ricky Shane Page, we played his audio a few weeks ago, and he was done with Deathmatch, and he basically says the same thing that you do. It's the same stuff over and over again. But he thinks that, you know, if you were to scale it back and make the things more important, then maybe Deathmatch could get together. So basically, yeah, I mean, I guess it sounds like you agree with him. What are your thoughts on like
that's not all he said. He said deathmatch sucks, basically.
Well, what are your thoughts on the current deathmatch scene and how it's going? I mean, sounds
I think there's like a handful of guys that are actually good that can wrestle, but then there's the guys like, even like when I started doing it, there's guys that you obviously could tell they're not trained, you know what I mean? And that's always a problem as far as like actual good good matches and like good like drama. Instead, it's just guys hitting each other with light tubes. They do the big stuff, and it's just cheap pop shit. You know what I mean? That always gets on my nerves. You know, of just like, you know, I grew up watching like, you know, Abdul the Butcher, Bruiser Brody, you know what I mean? Like tape trading, like getting to see those guys. And then ECW, obviously, then FMW and Big Japan. And everybody could wrestle and tell stories. And the whole thing was, even back in the old territory days, guys would wrestle and then this guy beats him, this guy cheats, and he gets pissed off, and then it turns into a, you know, hair match, whatever the fuck it may be. And then after 2 years of fighting one another, then it turns into like a barbed wire match. You know what I mean? It's lacking in that aspects. And I think that's what really hurts promotions of drawing, because it's the same repetitive shit. You know, Ricky's right on that. You know what I mean? It is. I'd rather go out and wrestle. Like, you know, I'm fighting with Lattimore, and it's like, we keep fighting and and end it off in a barbed wire match, you know, a year from now. You know what I mean? Like, that's better storytelling, you know.
So, Masada, who do you feel today shares that same passion and desire for deathmatch wrestling that some of you and your peers from back in the day had? Because it's like you said, it's changed a lot over the years, and a lot of what you see is not very much what yesterday was, but there are some that have that fire. Who stands out the most to you?
I mean, I already said his name, Atticus. You know, Atticus is one of the guys who gets it. He has a great character, and like his character is actually him, and like he and Schlack like killed it. Like, I had a freaking mark out moment when Schlack was on top of the scaffold and through the light tube. And
dude,
Atticus,
he looked like King fucking Kong, dude. Holy shit.
Straight up Bruce Lee'd it, pop, and then nose sold it. You know what I mean? It's like, it just exploded in your face, bro. Like, and he's just like spit, and like, that's the drama of like, just, we're fighting here now. You know what I mean? This is just blood and guts bullshit. This is a fucking fight, you know. And I think a lot of things are missing in that aspects, you know. There's a reason why I've always drawn, you know what I mean. And there's a reason why fans, when they talk to me and they get to know me, they know I'm actually a really nice guy. But the ones that don't know, they're like, oh, that guy's crazy, or whatever, you know.
They assume that you're just fucking ultra violent goddamn beast.
Right. I mean, I do my job that well where people outside the business believe it, you know.
You're a master of your art, dude.
Yeah,
you are.
And not only a master of your art, you've been in a lot of places that people like. To me, I think it's crazy you were in the UWF. Remember, we did Urban Wrestling Federation. Masada was in UWF and fought Bestia. Bestia 666, yep. And Club Amnesia, which no longer exists, you know.
What happened with that? They tear it down?
Yeah, I think it's like condos now, or it's like condos or a storefront or something like, but it ain't that club no more.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool. I just remember the promoter being really stupid. He's like, you need to go buy Dickie shorts and lug boots. Like, that's kind of what I wear already, so I'm not you know.
Yeah, you didn't change at all. You're in your regular gear. Like, I thought that was awesome. Like, you know, you're not
true to your fucking roots,
You're
brother.
not thugging it up for the Urban Wrestling Federation.
I don't know. I kind of I'm intrigued in Masada and Thug Masada. I kind of like Urban Masada. Yo, so
Masada.
Urban Masada.
Both of you, of course, are active pillars of the XPW promotion. You were talking about story a little bit before. You think that XPW is changing that? I mean, they have the MAGA thing happen, pisses everyone off, you know, but then like people, wrestlers I talk to, they go, well, that's wrestling. That's what wrestling's all about. So is that like, do you feel different for Brian? Schlack only dick. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. Masada, this is Bad Take Bri, by the way. Huge fan. New bully, you know.
Masada understands that.
So yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about XPW, your relationship with Rob Black, how you feel about the promotion, having fun, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I love XPW. XPW is family. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, Rob is Rob, but the thing is, end of the day, it's like outside the business, people don't understand like how much of a like caring promoter he is. You know what I mean? And a lot of people talk shit because of the things he says, but he's controversial, and that's what you need in wrestling. You know what I mean? You need controversy where, I don't know, if everybody just gets along and everybody's the same, it's boring. You know what I mean? And there is a lot of genuine heat with people, you know. He's just one of those guys that will speak his mind and say what it is. And I've always been that way too. You know, not as vulgar, but you know, I just put things down where if I don't agree with something, then I'll tell you, hey, you know, F off, or I'm gonna F off and I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean?
Right.
A fuck the world attitude.
Yeah, for the longest time I was like that, you know. Not so much now, you know what I mean, but before, yeah, it definitely was. Because all the politics and backstabbing and just all the snakery, you get tired of it, you know. Like, I'm here to have like good matches and like get everybody over and make money. And then when people are trying to stab each other in the back to try to go bigger and higher places, like, that's cool, but there's better ways of going about doing it. And I don't understand when people are like, oh, that's just a mentality of the business. Man, I've been wrestling for 24 years and I've never been that way.
Right.
Hey, do you want to wrestle Tessa Blanchard now that she's been signed?
I don't want to do any intergender matches. Like,
all right, okay.
It's not my thing. It's not believable. You know, not discrediting any female wrestlers. Like, it's not my thing. You know.
Yeah, but one swing from
Masada. I don't think you ever see Terry Funk like wrestling a woman, and
right.
I don't know, man. It depends. Like, if there's a story behind it, like, you know, Kat Martini keeps screwing me over. You know, you're not gonna get anything.
All right, hey, it's all right. Just asking.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? It's
fair.
New.
If they fuck with you, they might get the wrath of the ultra-violent beast.
Maybe just just some quick skewers.
Just walk away. You know what I
mean? Yeah. The ultra-violent beast ain't got no time to be in there tangling with a woman. You know, like,
be there to handle business.
I mean, ECW did it well with Beulah McGillicuddy and Bill Alfonso because they're roughly the same size.
Yeah, you ain't no Bill Alfonso. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm Paulie and Missy Hyatt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'2", 230 pounds, and can move. You know, like.
Yo, let's go back to the that's a stupid question. So stupid. So
I want to say something. I want to say something about XPW. Go ahead.
It's just the way wrestling is booked now, and there's a lot of things, like I said before, I don't agree on, and people probably talk shit about me for it, but I don't. You don't pay my bills. I don't give a fuck. Like, is what it is.
Yeah, fuck the world. I wanted to say something, like, after the first XPW show I did, I got a text from the Black G's, and shout out him, who just announced today that he has cancer. He got diagnosed with chronic lymphoma or melanoma. So shout out Black G's. But he messaged me. Yeah, bro. He messaged me and he was like, yo, is it true that XPW feels like old CZW? That's what he messaged me. No lie. The first night that I was in XPW, and, you know, it was my first night. But, like, now, seeing, like, a company to run one good show every month, like, having to wait for that show wherever it's going to be, that is how old CZW was. You got that first Saturday or second Saturday, whenever the show was at the arena, you wait another month and then you get something. You know, so there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a reason why I left Big Japan. It was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going back to the States because the vibe in the locker room was awesome. You know what I mean? It was that family vibe. And yeah, XPW is definitely that same feeling. And I will say this, Rob is the only promoter I've ever worked for in 24 years that I can call and, like, shoot the shit, talk about business, and talk about personal stuff. And he's the only promoter that will, like, wish, like, hey, Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. 24 years of wrestling, no other promoter's ever done that. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, hey, if you're in a tough spot, like, I'll throw you some money. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, so he's a legit boss, and he's cool.
Yeah, he's not playing boss.
Yeah, he's not playing boss like he is. Like, he's OG. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
And he respects the boys. You know,
there's nothing more that I love than a good Roberto Negro show.
Yeah.
It's become one of my favorite things.
Yeah, for a while, like, Fun Friday was like the highlight of my Fridays. Like, I was getting to listen to that, and then getting
Yes.
randomly called from him like, am I on the show? Like, hey, cool. All right. Good times.
Awesome. I have a very serious question. This is my most important one. I want to know why you switched your entrance music from Last 10 Seconds of Life to the highly, highly overrated band Amure.
No, I changed it again.
Oh, you changed it again. Okay, last time I saw you, it was Amure, and it was very, very upsetting to me because that was a staple of my Masada enjoyment, is that song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I switched it to Amure because like it was Bohemian Grove, and it just goes in like, I don't know, conspiracy theories of the government and stuff like that. And like, it is what it is, but
Yeah.
I switched it again.
What is it now?
What is it? Right.
It's Lionheart. Still bitter, still cold.
Awesome.
Nice. Brian, you said that you wanted to ask Masada a few questions. Go ahead.
Sure. So I think that a lot of people would be wondering, who would you consider your Mount Rushmore of deathmatch wrestling? Who would you put on the stone mountain?
The Stones.
I mean Terry Funk, Cactus Jack,
Irish type.
like just the real old school guys. Bruiser Brody. Yeah,
Ooh, that's a quality. That's a quality.
Yeah, Bruiser.
Mount
Nobody
Rushmore.
said Bruiser Brody. We did ours of U.S. deathmatch.
We did like modern.
US.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made our
Pat,
list.
Pat yelled at Larry. Pat
yelled
made
at him.
Larry.
We're not even going to
Masada.
bring it up. Let's
not
not
bring
even bring
it.
it up.
Masada.
But look, I already made my point bringing up the fact that, like, when I was a kid and I used to watch Foley as Cactus Jack, in between him beating the shit out of someone or getting the shit beat out of him, he'd make these like sounds. And like, I used to think it made him like crazy. Like, I used to think he was really fighting and his matches were more real than the other guys. And I noticed that Masada does that too. And it's not all the way through. It's when we really get cooking and the blood is like really flowing. And like, you're like, oh shit, this shit's about to come down. It's just that audible is that little thing that makes it more special and makes you like at the end, like, oh man, that match. I don't know what it was, but that match. So,
Facts.
yeah, we don't even need to address it. We don't even address it, Brian. But yeah, we nobody said Brody. And who else? Who said Funk, Foley?
Yeah, and then Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, Bruiser Brody, Abdullah the Butcher.
That's it right there.
Nice.
That's a legendary Mount Rushmore. Okay, and my second and final question for you is what bands are you listening to? What's in your ears when you're just like chilling?
I mean, I'm mostly
making weapons of destruction.
Lionheart. I'm mostly listening to them, because I can relate with the lyrics. That's what I'm really listening to now.
So that's like hard. It's like hardcore. It's like hardcore band.
Yeah, it's definitely hardcore. California scene, but West Coast. But obviously, I'm not from the West Coast, but I relate with the lyrics.
Dope.
When can you wrestle again?
I mean, I went to the burn clinic today, and I went last week. And the thing is, the ICU in California really kind of screwed me over. They were telling me to leave the stuff on my burns, and it started feeling like it was getting infected. I had first and second degree burns. Then when I went to the burn unit here, they took it off, and they made it worse. It actually turned into third degree, so you might need surgery.
Damn.
So that was last week, and I went today, and luckily I'm healing up fine where I don't need skin grafts or surgery. They're saying months, but honestly, I think it's going to be sooner than that.
And the third degree burns only developed on your body?
Yeah, mostly it's my left hand, right here, on the top of it. And then my neck got it, but it is what it is.
Did you lose any mobility in that hand? Do you have full mobility?
I still can move it. I have to do basically like recovery stretching in my neck. I have to do this, like this way, because the skin is getting tight, So I have to do this and close my mouth and just make sure to keep that going. Just a healing process. And then once this is all said and done, I'm going to cocoa butter the fuck out of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
so-
else is good for that shit is raw aloe vera.
oh yeah, for
If
sure.
you bust the plant open and fucking.
You know what I heard too? Believe it or not, guys, a fish skin, like the scales of a fish, go on a burn, and it's supposed to heal you much faster than what doctors normally.
I mean, this is our medical expert, Sean.
Yeah,
So,
I am.
he is trained
Deathmatch doctor.
Yeah, so
I
fish
can't
scales.
imagine milling very well. We're very
Yes.
good.
Yeah. Sean's over here telling you.
I'm serious. It was wild. It said tilapia fish scales cure you.
Medical
and heal you
expert.
much faster than regular stuff. Pretty wild
Sean-
stuff.
Sean's
like
like,
the
poor,
Tilapia. Might want to
Awesome.
grab one.
Sean,
said
shoot
poor-
Masada over that link when you get a chance. So, let
You
him
got it.
read
I
about
most certainly will. Blew my mind.
Sean's saying,
I'm definitely doing that.
pour some bacalao all over you.
Bro, in ICU in California, they were putting honey, and I was like instantly started
Oh wow!
like on my neck. I was like, yeah, take that off. I'm not doing that.
Why would they? That's a heal. That's for burns. Like honey.
I mean, that's what they were telling me, and
Wow, I never heard that.
Some
But
Western shit, some Western medicine shit.
I actually told him to take it off because it's stinging so bad, and it's just like, get this off of me. Like, I'm not doing it.
wow, who knew honey?
Weird. Well, can we expect to see you at the 27th in New Jersey?
Yeah, I'll definitely be there.
Ooh, I'm going to be in the front row screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as if
definitely.
you couldn't tell.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question. You're kind of a legacy player in the whole deathmatch game. Did you get contacted about doing that last tournament of death?
No. Didn't get contacted.
Neither did we.
Neither did I. Yeah, neither did I. So
I think DJ knows my guarantee of what I want. He's just like,
right. It's no way I can afford them.
Yeah, that's the thing that ticks me off when I read this crap with fans that don't know anything. They're like, yeah, for a hot dog and a handshake. It's like, one, I don't I don't eat hot dogs and I don't shake fake people. So.
Yeah, fuck everybody, dude.
But I do. But I don't accept it as a payment. I don't accept it as a payment either. You better put that money in my fucking hand.
God damn it.
Or my PayPal or Venmo or Cash App.
So I hate to ask you this too, but I'm trying to get some good sound bites. We talked about it before when we were just audio testing. Like basically, and we have a lot of people in the chat watching you, shouting out Masada.
Nice.
A lot of love being shown. They're just, they kind of missed it. We kind of glossed over because we talked about it before. But basically, like, what went wrong? What was the plan, and what went wrong? Give me just a walkthrough. What's going through your mind? Because I don't think a lot of the people are thirsty to hear it, and I already know because you told me before.
Right. I mean, so the thing is, it's a four-way dance, so. We're structuring a match where everything makes sense, and Airboy doesn't speak very, good English, but we've all worked with each other. So let's put in a really well-structured four-way death match. And then, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but someone's like, well, you need fire. And I'm not saying it wasn't the boss, it was someone else. But there needs to be fire in this match, like before we go out.
What?
Yeah, 3 or 4 minutes before going out. And then, talking to Drake, Drake's like, why don't you set a board on fire and we'll duck around on that. And it's like, nah, I'll spit fireballs. Like I've done it before in Japan. It'd be easy. Y'all just move out of the way. So I'm setting things up, really quick where they have everything, the Zippo fluid. And I put in a water bottle and I tell the sound guys like, hey, make sure nobody touches this. So, I should have just kept it on me. So Drake's getting hyped up, his music hits, and he pours it over his head and drinks it. After the sound guy's like, don't. So the fluid was already all over the bottle. So then I had to refill it really fast, rush it. We go out, do the thing, and the first one was fine. You know what I mean?
You blew it a couple times. You blew it a couple, it was a couple.
The second one was the one that got me. And the problem is, I've always done it in Japan inside a building where there's no airflow. But the thing is, the torch, the wind was blowing it towards my face. And so, Mercer's already there. So it's just to blow it, it was a short distance to my mouth. And once it caught my mouth, I tried to swipe it with my wrist. but the bottle was already had the fluid on it. So then it caught me, and then it tilted over me and just ignited me.
So it's Drake Younger's goddamn fault.
Brian, please.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like
He set you up.
Two people could get blamed. But, you know, so instantly when that happened, it's like, okay, I'm turning around and I'm moving forward with my head down, and I'm gonna slap this out, you know, because like I said, forging knives, like my t-shirts have lit on fire, and it's what you do, you know what I mean? And luckily, by the time I got across the ring, it was already out, and you know, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Slow, stoic Pat, dude.
A lot of people talking shit, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, put people at risk, dangerous. Like Vince Russo and Al Snow, both of y'all can kiss my ass. Like, fuck both of y'all, you know? Especially Al Snow. You know, Al Snow, every time I went to WWE, always talked to me. Like, I put over his boy Maven. He was on that flop fucking game show. And, like, for him to be like, nope, never heard of him. Man, fuck you, dude. It's like,
we liked your big boss man shit, but fuck you, Al Snow.
We're glad your dog got eaten.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, well, I didn't need a mannequin head to get over, man.
Oh,
facts.
So that type of shit pisses me off. Don't disrespect me like that, you know?
Yeah, I love the how hilariously late the guy with the fire extinguisher was. You were already like leaning over the barricade, completely out, like leaning over, recovering, and then the guy slides in, just like angles around, gets it right in your face. I was like, oh, this poor guy.
The funny thing is, that's not the first time that's happened. That happened at NGI when Corporal Robertson gave me a sidewalk slam through glass on fire, and my leg was on fire. And by the time I got it out, they doused me with like cold water.
Nice.
I remember that. Yeah.
Would you say that the fire extinguisher made it worse, or would you have preferred them to not do it at all?
Just not do it at all. Because when he sprayed me in the face, like
just added to the chaos.
That's so annoying, man. He looked like he was doing such a good thing. He was so excited to do it.
Yeah,
he thought he was helping so much.
I'm coming.
I found it.
He came everywhere.
It was.
You can't breathe, you know. It's just like, and then I got up and I told the fan, like, well, that didn't go the way I thought.
And then you continued. God damn it.
Yeah,
Best
right.
shit ever.
Brian loved the show, by the way, everybody. So then you were sitting. They said you were sitting in the back. You were just chilling.
Yeah.
You were debating going to the hospital, but you wound up going that night, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what did they say when you walked in? You just had your gear on. You're bloody. You're all burnt up.
I went to the emergency room, and then they told me that they didn't have like a, burn clinic there, so I had to wait. And then take an ambulance to Arrowhead. And then once I got there, it was pretty small because the emergency room was already giving me pain medication. They were injecting me, shooting me up with stuff. And then so once I got to the ICU, they took me in this one area which literally looked like you would put like cadavers, like put me on this tub. And then there's like these 3 hoses that are up on the ceiling of above the tub.
The unit. It's like the unit.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of freaking me out. It's like, this is
Hey, dude.
Fuck yeah.
That's like some scary shit, dude.
Sean, you're the doctor. What's that called? A unit?
And Inspector Coppins.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. Carry on. I'm sorry.
The thing is, it's like, you go from like, a gurney onto this like tub, and then you start pouring this hot water after they like strip you down naked, and then like you have this guy who's just like scrubbing the hell out of your skin.
Oh my god,
bro!
Ripping off all the blisters, and that was like the most painful thing because it's like
torture.
Yeah, it's like it's not like some little soft sponge. It's like it's rough. You know what I mean? Just
like
scraping.
a bristle, yeah.
Yeah, just scraping the hell out of it. And then I kept telling him, like, yeah. He was like, well, what's your pain at? I was like, that's about at a 9.
Right?
Dude, you're the fucking shit, dude. A 9.
Brian, try to contain yourself, please.
I can't, bro.
Let's mark it out.
After getting scrubbed for a while, I was like, hey, that's about a 9. Like, and then when the air hits that fresh skin.
No.
Yeah, it's not pleasant at all. But they ended up giving me some type of like injection where I had a really bad allergic reaction to it, and like instantly started itching and like shaking, and
Oh
Ugh.
God.
my heart rate went up, and then I was thinking in my head, I was like, "Fuck, man, should I bring him here?" Like,
Right. Yeah.
but you know, and they put me in some other like room after scraping all my skin off, and then putting all this crap on me, and then I have this doctor nurse asking me all these questions like what I had an allergic reaction to. And this point in time, it's like I'm talking to eyes at this point. I don't even know what the thing is,
Dude.
You know, I was out of it.
What time is this all going down? Is this like 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah, easily. You know, and then,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were just getting to bed, I think. At that point, like I probably was, you know.
well, it was actually around like 9 in the morning.
Yeah, so we were just
nice.
waking up. We were just waking up. Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, the doctors did very well on your face. They made you. I would say they took care of you.
Oh yeah.
You look good. You look good. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
what's
I was
with
not
the
expecting
tape?
your face to look that good. Yeah.
The TMZ had the tape. What's that? That's like that was after the scrubbing. That's what they applied to you. All that shit you mentioned is is that like burn tape or whatever?
Yeah, that yellow stuff. Yeah, and it has, I forget what it's called, but it's to get all the burnt dead skin and rise it up to the surface. So I have to keep doing that till it becomes like fresh, you know, like new
Ugh.
skin altogether. So I have to do that every day. Like I'm having to scrub all the dead skin off and then put that medicine on and bandage up, just keep from getting infections.
What's your pain level at like now? Like a few weeks after, when with like the bandages, like when you shower, like you shower, is it still horrifying pain?
No, I mean I'm fine right now. Like it's. I mean I feel like I have a sunburn. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when I take a shower and I scrub it, it instantly goes to, you know, like a 6, 7, or 8, because like my hand will just literally just start pulsating.
And
pain.
also, scale of 1 to 10, how much did Brian annoy you this episode? Yeah, give me a number. Brian's
Yeah,
cool. All
no.
right. All right, yeah. That's what I was looking for.
Pat's a bully. He's a bully.
God damn it!
I was gonna
Don't make me use this.
I was
Brian,
gonna ask
put
you-
it down, Brian.
Put it down, Brian.
Damn it.
Brian, put down
Yo,
Masada's weapon.
Does the chat have any questions for Masada? Does the chat have any questions for Masada?
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted them to recount the story, because there were a lot of questions from like latecomers or people who maybe didn't catch it before. A lot of people wanted to know. I think we hit it with the whole experience. I didn't know about the scrubbing. The scrubbing is the scariest part. It's the most horrifying part.
Sean should have known.
Just literally like a guy taking my hand and just ripping all the skin off.
Ugh.
And then realize like going to the burn unit, the other burn unit, and then telling me, yeah, they did that all wrong. They should have left it on, and like you don't leave that yellow stuff on because that made it worse.
And these were California hospitals. These were California hospitals.
Well,
Bro,
Brian,
you
I
probably-
knew that you
Goddamn
were here
California.
as well.
I said I
would've-
wouldn't talk shit about California, but you know.
You would have been better. You would have been better off going to Mexico.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Te
Yeah.
quemaste. Ven pa acá.
Yeah.
They would have had you straight.
Yeah, that's where his knee got fixed.
They probably would have used mustard instead of honey.
Yeah. That's not even a joke. Yeah, they do.
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
No, they know. I know. Mustard.
Okay, cool. So final question, just people commenting on the artwork, the metal work that you do. The Brian has the knife and the which is actually a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Dude, exiled artifacts, dude.
Can you want to talk a little bit
Right.
about that before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, anybody that has an idea of like a custom order they want, just throw me some ideas and I'll make it happen.
Jeez.
You know. So it's just being creative. I do leather work. I do like skull statues, bone carvings. You know, pretty much anything you can think of, and that's all handmade by me.
Awesome, dude.
Bare
Oh.
hands.
Yeah, once my hands fine, you know, I'll get back to doing that.
Yeah, lay off
Where's
the
the leather-
forge for
the
a
leather
few
sheath?
weeks, maybe.
The leather
Yeah, I
sheath.
mean-
Here's the leather. Here's some leather work by Masada.
That's the sheet.
It's like
beautiful. I love
you
it.
can't tell, but it's like a kind of like a maroonish, purplish color. It's not just like brown or black.
Yeah,
It's very pretty. It's pretty.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we love it.
So I do stuff like that, and I mean that's like the thing the doctor told me too is I have to stay out of the sun. You know,
Yeah, probably
stay
a
out
good
of the sun,
idea.
Don't don't do any type of activities. I mean, today they told me I can go back to the gym and work out for like an hour. Just can't start sweating really bad.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm ready because I don't like sitting around, you know. And then in the workings, do a t-shirt design of like a Ghost Rider Masada shirt to make money.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So sick, man.
money, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that.
So everybody
Yeah.
follow Masada on all social media platforms. Check out Exiled Artifacts and buy that Ghost Rider shirt
And when it comes out.
when it comes out. Do you have like a vehicle that you like to ride? Do you like ride an ATV? I remember you had the Mustang, right? Or was it a Mustang or was it a Camaro?
No, a Charger. Dodge
Charger. So like, you know, what would you replace the motorcycle with? You know what I'm saying? Or would it just be a motorcycle?
A motorcycle?
A fucking badass chopper.
Yeah, badass
probably,
chopper.
Yeah, crazy chopper. Yeah.
Yeah. And then your head's on fire and you got the skewers instead of the chain.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
totally.
when you finally return, you got to go back to the original entrance music. Really make it special.
Dude, Last 10, Last 10 has a special place in my heart. I love Last 10.
that actually, honestly, that intro for you, that comes from me hearing you come out to that song, the Last 10, you know, the south of Corpus, north of Corpus. Like my intro
5 inches
matches
from
that.
The sun.
Yes, that's
Dude,
where that
that's a
intro comes
fighting
from.
song.
Yeah.
that's a good song.
Yo, I got one last question for Masada. Honestly,
please.
and this is just my pure ignorance. I do not know if this has ever happened. Have you ever fought Cologne? And what do you think of him?
Have I ever fought who?
Cologne, Alex Cologne.
Yeah, several times. Like Alex is awesome. Yeah, I've fought him at Heavy Metal, like their deathmatch tournament in Texas, and then at No Peace Underground. Alex is great. He's a man.
Right on. I never knew that. I never knew you fought him. I guess maybe I was probably there at that No Peace one, but I don't remember it because you know how those nights were.
That was like WrestleMania. Like I did GCW's Joey Janela Spring Break, and I wrestled Atticus, and then the following day I was at No Peace, like early in the morning, and like it was like a street fight. But yeah, Alex is great.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I do
Interesting
remember
question.
everyone was
One of my
shows.
favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Is that all right with everybody? Any final
Yeah,
questions
thanks
for
for
the man?
coming, Masada.
Hey, thanks, Masada.
Yeah.
I just have to say, as bad Take Bri, no one's annoyed with me. I love Masada.
Somehow you might be right that nobody is annoyed with you. I don't know how
I
you
did
do
good.
it.
I think this was quality shit.
I don't
And
know
thank
how
you,
you do it.
Masada. Thank you for being Masada and
Thank
not
you,
giving
Masada.
a fuck.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Masada.
Thank
Everybody
you,
thank
Masada.
Masada. Thank you.
Word.
Thank you, Masada.
All right,
Keep
this
getting
time.
well, my man. Keep getting well.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah,
do
I appreciate
great.
it.
We're going to
you, guys.
remove you this time, and it's going to be for real. But thank you so much for
Yeah,
doing
bro.
it. Later, yo.
Word. Yep.
Remove. Now, I'm not going to report him. And then let's see what happens if we try to switch back to this.
Oh, Pat, you're gonna fuck us.
Don't make us do this again.
No, I did it. We're fine. We're fine, everybody. Just Larry and Brian have somehow switched places. But that's all right.
Yo, you had to be a dad, Sean. I saw that. You got up
bro.
with the quickness, bro. Like,
Saw that,
I was
right?
Look at my
like, bro.
Can everybody see my child nicely sleeping like
Yep.
like
a
Yes,
good
like-
boy. Not
like
this
an
bad
angel.
boy.
sweet baby angel, sweet baby
Yeah.
angel.
So I think that went pretty well.
That
I
was
think it went
awesome.
excellently well.
Thank you, Masada.
So wait, are we back to Bullies versus the World, or are we done?
We're back to Bullies versus the World. We're going to go for a little longer. We still have a legacy auction going.
Exactly. We were talking about the money. Masada said it. If it ain't about the money, you know, and ours is for a good cause.
That's correct. That is absolutely freaking correct, Larry.
That
Brian.
thing is a good cause.
Sean is auctioning off his dog.
No, I.
Yes, he is.
Oh no.
That dog is for sale. Brian, tell us what your items are again and what your bidding is
Well,
at.
so far we're only at $15. We're not doing well for the Holocaust survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You failed them. You have failed them. And by you, I mean
It's
all
all
of you out there.
It's
we
all
got
right.
more people. We got more people here coming right off the heels of the 9 o'clock hour, right?
Right,
You
that's
understand?
true.
You understand me?
Yeah. So let
If it
everybody
gets
know.
if it gets to $50, $50,
50 hall hairs.
a painting from my own hand. Satanic painting. Satanic painting.
Oh, we have a bid. $100 for Sean's dog, Fang.
That's a
dog
fake.
ain't
That's
for
fake.
sale.
You're gonna get banned for fake
Baby
bets.
is not for sale.
Fangy not for sale. No sales for Mr. Fangy.
So I'm a little upset as well that nobody's bid on my legacy item, which is the.
No, you and Sean have fouled completely.
We've
I bid
completely
$100 on Larry's, but I'm
And
disappointed
50 of
in
those
our audience.
dollars are going to
We
the
have
SPO.
33 people here, and not one person wants to bid with Larry's jacket. That's like fucking making me tight.
That's you.
I'm gonna bid like 105. I'm gonna fight myself.
Oh, we have a bidding war going on for Sean's dog. $101.
Oh,
No!
Jesus Christ.
Not for Fangy.
We got $15 for the Or Invite double card. Can we get 15, 16? Can we get 16? Can we get 18?
Can we get 17, 18, 18 right now?
So yeah, you're the better purveyor of the
And sold to the man over there with the corner with no money in his pocket.
That's pretty good, Sean. That was
Larry,
pretty
show
good.
the jacket, please. Oh wow, look at that jacket. Guys,
With the Magoo.
with the Mr. Magoo.
Magoo.
All over the world.
So far, it's mine. I'm gonna hang that shit in my house.
You should shadow
You
box
gotta get a
this.
shadow box.
Shadow box this.
Dude, I have
Shadowbox
so
it,
much-
Brian.
I have a whole Larry fucking thing, dude. I have the doll. I got the card. I got the 8x10. I got the fucking. I might have the jacket. Fucking nobody's fucking fighting
It's
me.
because Hammer's not here. If Hammer were here, he'd be going tooth and nail.
No, Hammer's like he's doing a strike.
I
Doing
know
a
he doesn't-
strike.
He doesn't
He's
really
striking.
fuck with us. He doesn't really
No.
fuck with us.
No.
Why not?
And you want to know why he doesn't fuck with us? Because we fuck with that black.
Dude, I will. You know what? I will. You know what? I'm gonna stay true to that because he doesn't give a fuck,
Huh.
and I love it.
Yeah, Brian has turned me on to the Rob Black show.
Dude, the whole experience is on another level.
Larry, your new camera and tripod set really make you look great. You know that? Just wanna
It's
tell
making
you.
me tight.
Thank
Now
you.
you
Man, clear, bro.
Yeah, well, I had 3-shot Tim. 3-shot Tim. He's a photographer.
Yes.
On the scene, and he offered me his ring light and a microphone, and I was like, oh, maybe Tim's been watching the podcast and is like, oh, Larry looks like not legendary. So I just went and got my own shit, and I'm like, yeah, let me fucking look like something up this motherfucker.
Yeah, you look good. You look good.
Thanks.
You guys all look
I'm
good.
still-
I think we might
I'm still a
switch
little
to
blurry.
Zoom.
I'm still a little blurry. I feel like I look the same. Like my house has like a little fucking.
I
Like a
think
little
if you-
blur
I
to
think
it.
if you brighten it up a little bit.
I think it's the camera. I think it's my webcam. It's like cheap. It's like a $20 webcam.
Guys, could you
Oh, that's
please bid on Brian's card so he can give money to the Holocaust and get himself a new webcam? Sean,
Also, well, I'm gonna
he
tell
needs
you
his
right now.
badass Billy Gunn card.
We have
auction.
stickers. We have stickers on the way. We have goddamn designs on the way. And
$2
those aren't
off.
free.
$2 off.
Brian, who had the $15 bet for Or Invite?
41 down. It was one of the right. I was one of the.
Urka?
I feel like
Urka?
the card was between two people. One made a $10 and then a $15, and I can't remember who. it
Well,
was.
we have a $20 for your card.
40. That's a 20. That's 41 down. 41 down is now in the lead.
You know what? You need to throw in that painting right here and right now, Brian.
No. I'm waiting till 50. That's the legacy item. God damn it.
Hold
Brian,
out,
we have
hold
2
out.
minutes left of the show almost.
Hold out.
All right, I guess we're running late here. I'll throw. I'm gonna. The jacket was more important than the goddamn card. Damn it.
Well, you had to start
but
bidding at $1
you know something, Brian?
with your eBay.
You played the game. You played the game well because you started at $1.
Yeah.
I guess, but we
You
all
started at $1.
We all
You got them
started
wet.
wrong.
Yeah,
Sure, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did. Now I feel bad that I did that.
Oh my God,
No, it's okay.
$25
Rob,
Orin.
what did I just
Oh,
say?
Jesus
You played
Christ.
the fucking
It's a
game.
fight.
Don't you
It's a
hate?
fight.
Don't you hate when it's a contestant's row at The Price is Right and that one motherfucker bids $1 like at the end? They're the last bid and they're like, "I'll
Smart.
die," and everybody's like, "Oh, that's the best bid," and then they get their That's
Sure.
the 50-cent Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 T-shirt.
What is that,
It
Sean?
is.
You're making me tight. What is that?
This is a custom shirt, and it is a 50 Cent's Wanksta album, and it's a mashup with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So if you're familiar with the album cover, the album cover has a glass break on it.
What size is that shirt?
He's a grass breaking, you know.
Now that is a legacy item. That's a legacy
I
item.
will throw
Dude,
this in.
see now the
Wow.
now the bids are coming in. The bids are coming in.
The
last
bids are
minute
coming in.
here.
The bids are coming in.
Wow.
You know
How much
what?
is
Throw
wait?
this in with this.
The card
go.
and the shirt, $20 Billy Gunn, 25 or invite. Brian has
What size is
100.
the shirt?
The shirt is a size, I believe, is a large. Large.
Damn, I like that shirt. Dude.
I will bid $20 on Sean's items. I will bid $20.
Well, we already have a $20 from Bruiser Cab. Bruiser Cab is in.
25.
25.
You guys are
Larry
bidding on
wanted
each
to-
other's. 25 for Larry.
Fights.
$100 to Brian for the jacket. Nobody's bid on my lonely referee shirt, which is fine because you know what? I'm going to wear it to prom. I'm going to wear it to my 20th year high school reunion. That's what I'm going to do.
And nothing else. Just the shirt.
Yeah, just a shirt by Big Joe's. And I'm going to walk in there and be like, I'm an ex-referee. I'm a retired referee. Oh, well, when's the last time you refereed? 7 years ago.
Bruiser Cab's trying to claim all the fucking cards, dude.
Bruiser Cab claiming all the cards. Brian going into business for himself, not only during the Masada interview, but also for the jacket.
What the fuck did I do during the Masada interview?
Yeah. I like that. I was the interrupter during the Masada. Did y'all notice that?
I didn't interrupt shit,
bro. Yeah, you and Pat were on your best behavior. You two, Sean, but this was my turn to be like a good interviewer, and I just kept interrupting you.
That was
I
awesome.
tried my best. I wanted to like.
Nah, you
got your question. You got your question. I got my question.
All I wanted. That's all I wanted. And now you know what? I'm glad he was comfortable. I'm glad he was laughing with us. He enjoyed his time. And guess what? You heard it here first.
Yeah.
On the Blvd Bullies versus the World.
Heard it right here.
He goes on Rene Dupree's and whoever else's podcast or show, whatever it is. He was here first.
He was practicing here before the big ones.
Here he was.
Yeah,
Right,
that's right.
Frankie?
Just like MJF used to practice on us, both in front and behind of the curtain.
So I think we might be closing down. We're closing down the auctions, dude. I
Think we're
think that I think Bruiser Cab stole the show. I won Larry's jacket for $100.
And 50 of those dollars are going to SPO's daughter.
That's where they're going.
Oh,
Or for the shirts. Because I bet you if we just bought $100 worth of the shirts, that's all going to SPO. So that's probably what we should do. We should just go to wherever his shirts are being sold. I'm sure Pro Wrestling Tees
Deathmatch.
or whatever,
I think it's Deathmatch Worldwide.
and just make sure we buy like an assortment of them. I'll put them out on my table. I'll
God.
carry them with me until I get rid of them and tell everybody the story when they see them.
There it is.
We have 30 for Orin right now. Oh, 40 Orin.
Oh,
we have a
jeez.
bidding war. Brian, look at what you've done with your
Oh,
bad
you might
takes.
do it.
Dude,
You didn't
Get the
throw
painting.
fucking-
Somebody bid 50 and get the painting. Brian,
someone just get the painting, dude. It's my bare hand. My
Satan
bare
is what's
hand.
driving
Dude.
this. Satan
Look
is
at the
what's driving
blood.
this
Dude,
item.
you know what
Yo,
I did?
Fang's
that's his
excited.
own blood.
Fang's
It's his own
excited,
blood.
Yeah.
Dude, can I tell you? This used to be a white canvas. It was white. I've made it purple, and then it's multiple
Fang.
layers. There's multiple layers, and then I splattered
Fang.
red paint upon it.
A custom. A Brian 1 of 1. We're
One
at
of one.
$20 for Billy Gunn. $40 for Orin. Brian, you better throw in that
No,
painting.
bro. Billy Gunn is at 25. I want that shirt. Billy Gunn is at 25.
You want the shirt? All right.
I
Well,
want the. Bro.
you're in the
Oh,
lead.
yeah,
then.
Larry's in the lead with 25. Larry's in the lead with 25.
That is an awesome shirt. Sean, why didn't you tell me about that? We could be printing those and selling them like
I'll be honest,
hotcakes.
I've been going through a bunch.
Where's
of
the
shirts
orange
I have to
card,
get rid
bro?
of. I have a bunch of cool
Dude,
shirts.
you guys
Brian's
better get
lost
to
it.
50.
Oh, I thought he
you
lost
guys
it.
better get to 50.
I thought he
Look at
lost
this
it.
signature.
Somebody
Look
could
at the little
outbid
signature,
Bri
dude.
right now, just doing $101.
Just $101.
$101, dude.
Brian.
And you know what? I'd fight you. I'd fight you.
No, that's not true.
I'd fight you.
If you
dude.
were going to bid $101, Brian would automatically lose. He has one bid, and he's already used it.
No, that's fucked up.
No,
I have
that's
more than
not.
one
That's
bid.
the
Brian
rules.
can do what
Brian.
he wants to do.
Larry has. So what is Larry now? Larry's out too. He only has one
No,
bid?
just you are. Just you're out.
That's
Pat's a
'cause you're
bully,
anti-Semitic.
Brian's a bully.
No, it's because you're going to go to $200.
You're anti-Semitic.
Brian.
Anti-Semitic.
He
Pat.
likes Jewish people.
I do. I do, Brian.
Well, Larry, being that it's you who's getting the Austin shirt and the card,
Yeah.
like
So
I will give
basically,
you-
we just swapped shit, but nobody wanted Pat's.
Right.
I'll give you your choice.
Right.
I'll
Look
give
at
you
it.
your choice, Larry.
Nobody wanted my bloody shit.
So I got this one that he did.
Ooh, I have a card like that, Sean. I
right?
showed you
And then
them.
You got the auto in the back.
Wow.
Then I got the regular one. That's the black with the green.
So in my youth, I took
Rich
the Famouser.
understands.
You know, I
You want
took
the
the
Famouser?
Famouser. Oh God, yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want of him doing the move because I took it.
Nice. There you go. And I'll give you
One of my earliest stunts.
I'll give you a card back too. Very nice.
Wow.
Very beautiful.
Aren't you guys just the closest of friends?
Mine comes with a door hanger.
And
though.
I'm just over here with my keister and my shirt swindling in the windling.
Pat, do you have something to add into that shirt?
Hold on, you know
No
what?
one even cares.
Ryan, be nice.
God damn it.
No, look, I'm not that upset.
One dingleberry.
I got two. I got two dingleberries.
Raise
be
it,
honest,
Pat.
though.
Raise it a fucking custom.
Yo,
or
Larry,
some
hold
shit.
on, bro. Hold on. Is that a WrestleMania 2000 Big Boss Man and a
All right,
Hasbro?
I'm going to look. I think I
No,
know. I have
them all,
something in
bro. I got
mind.
so many of them, bro. I even got WCW LJN style Big Bubba Rogers.
No.
Bro, I love him. I love him, bro. He was my guy.
Now
He was
is
my
that,
guy.
Now is
And-
that WCW Galoob something you had since you were a kid?
No, and I collected them. I had
Collected them.
original LJN, both versions, the 300-pound big belly slam version and the fit clothesline version. I had both of them.
God.
But
You
I
want
mean-
something cool?
Yeah.
This is a Galoob from '92.
That's Ric Flair?
Yep, this is a Flair Galoob. There was a Sid Justice Sting, Surfer Sting, Ric Flair, and somebody else. I don't remember. But they only released a few of them. These are like the 3D printed models before they were 3D printed.
That's
And they-
awesome.
Right? Isn't that awesome?
Hell yeah.
And then
You're a figure nigga?
Yeah.
That's-
I'm a figure
Oh,
nigga.
that's fucking awesome. Yeah. bro,
Dude, I have some.
bro,
I have mad figures, dude.
bro, you know my boss man is printed in Espanol. My
So is
my
mine.
Hasbro it's Espanol. My boss
Con-
man is.
Con super.
Yeah, that's what my boss man is. Fuck yeah, bro.
We got Spanish cards.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Well, I just wanted to display a little bit of my regalia. Jeff Jones.
Oh, that's so
Jeff
sick.
Jones.
Wow.
Jeff Jones got me the corporate boss man
Happy
signature.
birthday. Happy birthday. God damn it.
Yeah, bro. Bro, if it wasn't for guys like this, I might not be talking to y'all right now and announcing people because they moved me to be like, yo, I got to get involved. I love it so much.
I feel that, bro.
So,
I
yeah,
feel
shout out Big Boss Man, bro. And I got to see him versus The Rock in the
Bro.
main event. Shit.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right, hi.
Well, what we gathered from this episode is that nobody cares about charity. That is what I got from this. That
Right,
no
that's
fan
what
in the world cares about donating money to a proper
But you know what
cause.
they do care about? You know what they do care about? They care about guests. They
Yeah.
care about guests. And that's why when I was the guest, we got the most people.
Mhm,
Masada was the guest. We got the most people. So I guess we're just gonna have to start. We're just gonna have to start having guests.
We're going to have
Dude,
guests.
we're
You know.
not.
Can I tell you who our next guest is?
Brian,
Yeah,
I'm
I
making
know.
this
So,
decision. I'm stealing the show. I'm taking
Right.
over, damn
Go
it.
ahead. Go
And
ahead.
it's the
Brian.
goddamn hardcore hillbilly.
Whoa. All right.
I think that he's gonna do it. That's what I think.
Brian, you know what I'm going to say to you? Not only are we going to have the hardcore hillbilly on, but you are going to run the entire interview, much like Larry ran the majority of.
I might get
like
whippets. I might get whippets for the occasion.
I like it. You know what? And
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be our most watched, best episode.
Well, we gotta promote it. We gotta get.
Right,
on the
I'm gonna
medias.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna plan for Hillbilly the show after the XPW show. The
I like
Tuesday
it.
after.
I like it. I like it.
Tuesday after.
I like
That
it.
will be Hillbilly's show, man.
I like it.
That's
That
what
sounds
we're gonna
great.
do.
You
Yeah.
guys want to see what legacy item I have to add to my poorly
Let's see.
selling referee shirt?
Let's see.
It's a Dumb and Dumber DVD that Brian gave me.
Look, you're holding it in the fucking shadows here. No one can even see it. It's censored.
Put
No,
it in
no,
the
no.
in front of you.
No.
Hold it in
Yeah.
front of you.
It's a different
censored,
camera.
dude.
It's a different camera, Brian.
Oh, you have two cameras. No
Yeah.
one knew that. How the fuck do we know?
Everybody knows that, Brian. So anyway, also,
Everybody knows that.
so this is actually one of
Thank you,
Brian's
Sean.
DVDs because before Brian started giving
You're
away,
giving away a present. Damn it!
I'm
Wow,
re-gifting.
you're a re-gift. This is a Curb Your
Brian, it just
Enthusiasm
shows
episode.
you how much it means to me that it's become a legacy item of mine.
Fair.
You see? So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
adding
now
this.
legacy.
And also, this is the real one here. Now,
That's fair.
you want to talk about a 1 of 1. This might not be a 1 of 1, but this is a 1 of 10.
Wow, we were actually speaking about that.
You can't really see it on the show.
You're fucking this camera up, dude.
Well, because
no,
it's also green screen, but it's a lime green
Ooh.
fanny.
Ooh.
I like
the
that.
original neon green fanny that was printed.
I might bid
What's
on
the
that.
logo? Is it Bullies?
Yeah, it's just a
OG
classic Boulevard
classic.
Bullies. You can't see it because of the green screen. Hold on, let me switch to the zoom. Hold on. I'll show everybody. Zoom.
I'll
Boom.
show you. You'll see.
So that's this. And Dumb and Dumber, you can imagine what that looks like.
Who is that?
And
Stevie
this.
Richards?
Yes, sir.
So there we go. I mean, you really don't have to bid on it because I just found this neon fanny.
I don't think anyone's going to give you any bids in the last couple seconds.
You know,
Brian, I'm not
happy
accepting.
birthday to
I
all
think
the
that the
Tauruses.
only reason that I was successful in this is because what Larry said, and I started at $1. If you
So,
all
yeah,
started your
you're-
bids at $1, it might have been a fight.
You know what the thing about it is like $1, people will get their dick wet. They'll get their dick wet for $1.
Right.
You talk about $100, people are like, too rich,
Yeah, but
too
you're
fancy.
fucking Larry Legend. So people that,
I know my
you need
worth.
Respect.
I know my worth.
You need to put respect on the name.
I know my worth. You're not getting this shit for $25, $75.
And there was 40 people in this room. You know what I'm gonna say to you, 40 people? God damn it.
Brian,
You didn't
Zoom in,
respect
Brian.
Larry's name.
wow.
Yeah, you didn't respect the opportunity.
He got
you
really
didn't
close.
Respect the jacket.
I'm
You
leaning
didn't
in. I'm
respect
leaning in.
the jacket.
You didn't respect the jacket.
The jacket. It's a nice jacket.
Jacket.
All right, so I guess that pretty much does it for us. $100 jacket to Brian. Half of those proceeds going to
I love Larry.
PCO's
I love Larry and I love your
daughter.
jacket forever.
That's right.
What
Brian,
was
zoom
what,
in?
What do you want?
Zoom in.
Zoom into what?
The
Zoom
camera.
it.
zoom in your face to the camera. Oh Jesus!
That's
Brian.
his face.
You know what I mean?
I really hope that he loses those signs at the show.
I'm gonna make more. I have one more. I have one more in mind. It's called
Rob likes
JW.
it.
Wait, listen. JWM 469 says I just broke your back.
Wow.
Does anyone
These
understand?
emojis of us are great.
No.
People will understand.
Oh well. I mean, I love it.
Pat, I
I
think
don't
you gotta
understand.
send us off on the note that we always end with, and let's
Yes.
I
don't even know what's
there.
It's 17 minutes after. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I just want to say thank you first and foremost to Masada, the ultra-violent beast, who
International.
international ultra-violent beast, who I like to consider a close friend in this wrestling organizational business world.
I can't
and-
believe you secured him.
He had some memories. He had some
I
memories.
was all full transparency. I was telling Pat, let that man rest. I was like, Pat, this shit just happened. Let's leave him alone. Pat said, "Fuck you, Larry," and fucking did it. And look,
I didn't pander to him. I
Nope,
just
you
said,
didn't.
I
he
said,
just
hey,
shot the shit.
hope you're doing all right. And he said, hey, thanks, man. Love the show. I was like, love the show. What show? Our show? So I was like, oh well. Now that you mention it, hey, why don't you come on and chat? And yeah, and you know what? It was so great during our audio test. He was talking about all those memories he had with me and the bullies, and what a great time. What a great time,
yeah.
and what a great guy. And I really enjoyed.
And we're gonna
talking
have
to him.
other great guests, and we're gonna have other great times. But
Yes.
one thing we're not ever gonna do again
No,
is a fucking auction.
no, absolutely not.
We're never gonna do this again.
Yeah.
We know
Hell
that.
no.
You hear that? You ruined it for us. All of
Everybody
you.
ruined it,
You
dude.
guys
We
all
promoted
ruined
it too. Dude, I promoted that shit.
Dude, everyone loved it when we were promoting it,
Yeah.
but nobody showed out with their fucking checkbooks. It's
The
okay.
jacket.
You know what?
We see
need
you.
a-
We see you. We see what's
We need
important.
Yeah.
We need a
We
fish
see what's
tank.
important. You
They hate
We need a
charity.
fish tank.
bastards.
They hate charity.
They hate charity.
They hate charity, yeah.
You guys
Anti-Semites
should be ashamed of
of the world.
yourselves.
Shame.
And they like the low hanging fruit, the dollar store. They like the dollars.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Yeah, you guys want to go shop at H&M? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. We're serious. We're serious about our products. Look, H&M.
yeah, bro.
When you like only happy, positive people. You ever notice the models at H&M? They're all smiling and positive, but like our clothes, we're more like fucking Balenciaga. You know, we're like fucking nobody who wears our clothes smiles.
Bro, I got this from a
You know what I'm
mayhem
saying?
show.
You know what I'm saying?
From the depths.
You don't
From the
smile
depths
when
I got
you wear
this shirt.
You don't smile when you wear Blvd Bullies stuff. You know, you don't smile when you're shopping for Blvd Bullies. You can put like blue steel on your face, you know? Yeah. Only cheap people are smiling when they're wearing clothes. Anyway, yes, we will have.
Center for ants.
What is it? A center for ants. How are we going to teach kids to not read good
Is this
if
the end
they
of the
can't
show?
even
Damn it.
fit into the building?
I think we're done.
We're done. Hey, and speaking
Success.
of all the great
Larry.
guests, I mean, I'm trying to
I know,
run it
man.
back. I'm trying to end us off here. So
Go ahead.
yeah, so thank you. So speaking of all the great guests, we're gonna have one thing we're also not gonna have besides an auction again is any of our enemies on this show because as always,
Positive vibes.
some people can take the high road, but the Blvd Bullies always go low. And until next time, I've been your host, PK with the Blvd Bullies. Out of time. Bye-bye.
so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard.